Check one, check two.
Yo.
Yeah, we live, man. Where we going? Microphones work. Let's see. Let's see real quick. Bam. Ooh, rest easy, my dog. Rest easy. Ken Flores, baby. Ken Flores. Shout out to everybody tapping in right now. Yep. I got one question to the chat. I got one question for the chat. What time is it, baby? Chat, what time is it? There you go. Casey, what time is it?
Game time.
Let's go. Yes, sir. Welcome to Hood Stocks. Monday evening.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's a good day.
Yes, sir. Hit that like, hit that subscribe.
Yeah, the devil's prayed to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy. Yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
Emotions out of focus, I'm crawling at my lowest. Feet hit the streets like a high-speed pursuit. I'm wild when I move, burning to your head, about to tighten up the noose. Bunch of clown faces blowing clouds of the roof. Woof, woof, hooters at the door, now they trying to run up in. I am not a guppy shark, stash everything. Dope in the pussy like a B of A deposit. Baby girl robotic, she gang bang ebonics. Hang with the rules or you gotta pull your weight. Told the biggest tool, keep one in the chain. This is not a date, dance with the Mex, get your face in the cake. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was gonna say sometimes I wish I had two hands, but I do. I was just like, I can't get this hand over here to do two things that I want to do at the same time, man. I really like to multitask, man. I'm a real multitasking motherfucker.
I'm horrible at it. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get better at it, but
yeah.
I'm pretty bad at it.
Pretty bad at it,
for
huh?
sure, yeah. Once I'm focused on one thing, I'm focused on it. Like,
one-dimensional?
Yeah, at times.
At times?
At times. Depends what's going on.
It seemed like you've been really productive lately, though, bro.
Trying, man. Just trying to be as consistent as possible, you know, and just keep my foot on the gas. Absolutely.
Well, shit, with that said, man, I'll see everybody tapping in right now. Make sure you hit that like. Run them likes up, man. Let's get this into the algorithm. Goonies, come on now. Don't play with it. Man, let me find a little note I made right here. There goes that note. It's just a date. October 27th, 2022 was the last time my dog was here.
Yeah.
So with that said, man, let's just give a warm welcome back to the homie, Bishop Snow. Let's go.
Thank you for having me, bro. It's good to be back.
Oh, absolutely,
after all this time, man.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Sometimes I lose track on, like, you know, times that we had good interviews.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We chilled and we really kicked it. You feel me?
For sure.
And when you just trying to move, you know how it is, bro. You
Yeah.
feel me? But I've been watching you all these years since October 27, 2022, and you have not stopped, sir. Good for you, bro.
Don't got no choice.
Yeah.
It's full speed. Keep it going. So I feel like the consistency matters, and that's really what I've tried to focus on and just being the best version of myself.
Oceanside, baby. One of Oceanside's finest.
In the house.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You've been taking, I seen you yoking up, bro. Am I tripping, bro?
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I work out every day. I mean, I have my program where I, 3 on 1 off. It depends on, what I'm hitting. But yeah, 3 on 1 off. I learned about creatine after last time I was here. I think during that time, though, I wasn't working out, like, at all. Like, I wasn't going to the gym at all, like, nothing.
Well, I guess naturally you were just still in good shape, though.
I guess without the gym, I'm just skinny as hell. So, like, once I actually figured out creatine and, like, the science behind it and having a good workout split, I just, managed to bulk up. So,
yeah, bro, you fucking yoked up, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's just creatine. I hear other people think I'm on other shit, but it's just creatine. Creatine pre-workout.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, you don't have to get into the other shit like the TRT until like in your 40s, bro.
Yeah.
Because naturally, in your 40s for men, your testosterone
drops.
starts dipping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you get yourself the TRT, you get yourself some of this motherfucking royalty honey right here. This is for you, bro. Yeah, I guess it's the only thing I can give you, bro, because you ain't smoking, you ain't drinking.
Yeah, none of that.
So I got to give you the royalty honey, bro.
Fuck it.
So you can destroy some, you know what, baby?
try to stay away from this type of shit too. But
Do you?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, back in the day, it was
You celibate?
crazy shit. Nah, not at all. I just try and run off natural. You know what I'm saying? So I try and stay off the TRTs and shit. Anything that can fuck up my testosterone potentially. I know that probably won't fuck it up, but I just, like stay natural.
It's natural herbs.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Natural. I feel like natural's the best way. As long as my body's functioning the way it's supposed to be, then nothing can go wrong. Well, most of the time, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
Things that go wrong.
if you're good on the natch, then if you do that, then you're gonna be just like fucking. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, because I just turned 30, so I'm like in my head about the testosterone drop too. I'm like trying to fucking keep it going as long as I can, So I feel like that's why I stay away from the alcohol and shit as much as I can too.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday,
Thank
man.
you.
30 years old?
30.
Dirty 30s?
30.
Damn,
Yeah,
baby.
man. Just hit it, so yeah.
I remember that shit, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. Getting old. There's the positive aspects of it, and there's a negativity about it too.
Yeah.
I mean, the negative side is you got to be on everything you got to be on the road to honey. You got to be on the TRT. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, I'm taking all that shit, baby.
Yeah, I just try to stay as positive as I can. I know, I know a lot of people that didn't make it to this age, so I'm just grateful. You know
All
what I
the
mean?
time,
So
baby.
it's that's the best way that I could think about it and be positive about it and grateful. Another day. So it took me a little while to cope with it though and get used to that. I hit 30. I was like, fuck. So I just get in my head about what I've accomplished. All that shit. So but the road goes on. So got goals to hit.
There's levels in maturity, man, and salute to you, brother, on hitting maturity peaks at a younger age opposed to others like myself. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I wish I'd have had my thought process or my mind state like now. I could have been when I was 30. Like that'd have been amazing, bro.
I get caught thinking like that a lot of the times too. But at the same time, I'm just trying to be grateful. But I mean, you know what I mean. The wisdom that you gained throughout the years and the things you've been through. It's what a lot of people wouldn't have been able to handle, or they broken through the things that you had gone through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
There's always a light on that side as well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So you kind of like I thought, bro. I thought coming in here, I said, man, me and the homie Bishop Snow ain't seen each other for a cool minute.
Yeah.
We for sure gonna drink one. We're gonna smoke one.
Yeah, nah, I'm good, man. I try and stay in the right state of mind, I guess. It got to the point that because I'll go months with being sober, so I just got off 10 months being sober, completely sober, like nothing, and then I'll start drinking again. But now when I'm drinking, it feels weird. Like I don't like the way it feels. Like I just feel out of my headspace, out of my realm. Which I never thought drinking would do that to me because I drank for so long consistently and just was so used to it. But now after the breaks, I went 7 months, 10 months. I'll go months without it, and then it'll just hit me, and I'm just like, nah, I don't know. I can't really enjoy it as much now.
I don't know if I should congratulate you or if I should just fucking release a fucking swan right now. What do we call them things?
Dove?
A dove. Should I release a
dove.
little dove for him? There go buy alcohol. See you later. I mean, you go.
Shit, man. I still can't kick it though. I was shooting a music video all weekend, so I was drink Saturday. I drank more than I have in a long time, and I was like, it was the homie's birthday, so it was just shots and just Pacificos, and I drank a cut water. That shit, those things hit me like crazy.
What is it? Cut water?
Yeah, cut water. So it's like a mixed drink in a cup. So they have or in a can. So, but they're strong. So the one that I had before was a lime margarita, and it's 13% in a little can. It's just like a soda can, and that shit just 2 of those and it's just gone. Yeah.
Casey, were you here when he was here last time?
I wasn't. No.
Fuck, where were you at?
I don't know where I was at.
Interesting. So you just met the homie then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
when I walked in.
So, Bishop, man. I'm going to tell you guys about Bishop right here, man. This dude a real dude. He's a real dude in this sense right here. So last time Bishop was here, I think we done some crazy podcast where I was getting a little backlash or something, and there was a dude that called in and said, "You a bitch-ass fool, Lucky." Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah,
yeah,
blah, blah,
I remember
blah.
that. Yeah, at the end of the podcast, I remember that.
Yeah. And then also what I want to say though is, so there's been periods of times where I'll be getting threats and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. I ain't tripping, the head's always on a swivel,
Always.
And it's something, I don't talk to you guys about it at all, to be honest, but there was something happening that night where I was just getting threatened. I was through my phones, through this, that, just getting threats, bro. And I take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, I'm not gonna just totally ignore it,
Yeah. For sure.
Because of who I am and what I've been through throughout the years. So you never know if it's real, if it's not.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, man. Then my girl hit me up and she's like, hey, there's been a car in front of our house for whoop-de-whoop-whoop, this, that, the other. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So after the interview, we got out of here on a hurry. One of the boys went with me, but this dude was like, what's up, Luck? What's happening, fool? Like, shit, I'll pull up, I'll roll, let's go. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, my boy. But just a gesture like that, I just want to shake your hand.
I remember that. I remember that fully.
Thank you, bro.
And Free the Homie K9, I remember he was here too, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was just, I mean, you know, I just want to make sure that the homies is good at all times. You know what I'm saying? You show me love by inviting me onto the show, for, you know what I mean? And so from that point on, it's like, if you need anything, I got you. Like, it's just that's how I came up, and that's just how I rock.
You a real one, bro. You know what I mean? I thought I was driving in on here, and I was thinking about, you know, it was a funny time. Go and get that, bro. I wanted to shine some light on that, bro, because that's just like, can you imagine? Thank you, bro. Can you imagine the homie Bishop comes through from San Diego Oceanside to run an interview with Hoodstocks. Yeah. And by the end of the interview, the end of the night, morning comes, me and him are having a motherfucking some booty ass motherfucking microwave burrito in the county jail. He was like, look, this was supposed to be just an interview.
Shit. Twin Towers vacation, I guess. Shit.
Yeah, but you know, the weirder things and funnier things and crazier things have happened. But I would never want ever anybody to, you know, end up in jail over Hoodstocks, and that's just on a bunch of different levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like as far as, you know, when the episode cut, it was kind of away from. Once it goes into personal, then it's like, you know what I mean? It's you know, I haven't known you that long, but it's like still, you know, I'm still here to rock with you, whatever you need, especially with people coming to the crib. Like,
that's where you a real one, bro.
Family, you know what I'm saying? You got family you got to look out for, bro. You know what I mean? And that's why you do this, is to provide. So it's like, outside of this, you need to make sure everything's squared away at home.
Yeah, so ever since then, I was just like, all right, dog, this fool real one right here, you know? Yeah. And not that I need someone to give me that gesture, but I mean, you didn't have to, bro. No, for sure. You know what I mean? And by the look of your eyes, homie, you were ready to go.
You know.
My boy's ready to go, man. How has the music been? How has your journey been since then, bro? So when we bring individuals back like yourself, you know what I mean? I got a couple things in mind that we're going to do today, you know what I mean? We're going to do some current events as well. Yeah. But I wanted to kind of catch up on your music journey, brother. Yeah,
it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a lot of fun. I feel like the growth is very much what I've looked forward to. You know, just growing as a person and just trying to add that to the music and just adding different styles and studying and what flows can I add. Musically, I feel like there's been a lot that's come up, but I feel like with the journey that I've been on, trying to be one of the best to do it, which is the overall goal, there's just so much in my life that's changed as well. But the music is just ever growing, you know, and it's the connections that I've been blessed to make, the people I've been able to talk to, you know, people that I listened to even before I started making music that I'm, you know, constantly in rotation with. Shout out to homie Westside Boogie. He just hit me up before I came up here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like, and I just met him in person when I did the corner store episode last week. So it's just kind of like it's been a blessing to see like the people that have been able to hit me up. I think not too long after I was here last time, Paul Wall had reached out to me, Waka Flocka had reached out to me, just kind of giving me props on like what I've been able to do based off of like them seeing the content that I've been able to put out. It's just been it's been a blessing. Every step of it has been a blessing. I've been very blessed with the things that I've been able to do, the people I've been able to meet, and just to be alive through it all. You know, the music I've been able to make and you know, speaking out based off of the things that I go through in my life and the day-to-day basis and the things in my past, and just kind of, you know, showing the goals that I have in life and just showing the world who I am as a person through the music. So, yeah, and trying to be better artistically and just growing artistically. Like I said, studying the music is a big thing for me. So I listen to other music, try and see what I can add. Styles that I could add, different beat selection. The music has been great overall. You know, I love it. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and obviously there's other avenues that I could take to, you know, create income as well. But, you know, as far as doing what I love, it's just been a nonstop, consistent thing every day.
And it's been Has that been your main bread and butter?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
For the most part. So I mean, like
That's-
it's there's other things, but that's been, what's been driving me thus far, and it's been paying off.
That's great, brother. It's
So
good to hear, man.
Yeah, it's been one step at a time, but one day at a time. But it's just been great. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my team and the people that have helped me, my homies that are still around, the same people that are in the same videos with me all the time. Like
They still in the same dudes?
Yeah, the same homies. So the ones that were with me last time,
Yeah.
Andres and Daniel, Mad Strange, I'm still rocking with them.
And that's the same camp with the other homie. What's his name?
Yeah, with Desi. Well, Desi's not with the team anymore, but yeah.
Oh, he's not with the
that's-
team no more?
Nah, he
Did
went.
did he go to another label or something?
Nah, he's just doing his own thing.
Yeah,
So,
solo
yeah.
dolo type of thing?
Yeah, pretty much. So I mean,
Yeah.
but the goal is the same with him, even when he's not on the team, is just trying to put the city on the map and just trying to show the world what Oceanside is. So I mean, obviously we have our individual goals that we reach, but I mean it's overall been with the team it's been the same, and that's obviously them running their business, which is Mad Strange, which is all the Oceanside stuff that I wear, and then being able to work with them and them giving me a studio, building me a studio, and them, it's all just in-house. So Andres does all my pictures and he edits all like my covers and stuff like that. And then his brother Daniel, who, he does all my music videos. So it's all in-house pretty much as far as that goes. So, and I've been able to learn a lot about business on their side too, and just from them, and they come from a whole family of owning businesses from back in the day, soccer stores and stuff. So, it's just all just pouring into the dream. Our dream all together, individual dream. So it's just it's been consistent.
So they're already like business oriented in regards to having stores in the past and stuff.
Yep.
And now they can incorporate those skill set into the music thing. You know what I mean?
And they've been doing it because they were working with Desi before me for a while there. So they kind of have been able to work with other artists and stuff like that, and kind of figure out the music business with him, and we apply that knowledge that they learn, with my journey as well.
Yeah.
So it's been the same. So it's just, like I said, one day at a time, see what I can do, grow, build, try and become a better person, a better artist, and just all around, just try and grow. That's my thing, is building mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, for sure. Like that's what I pray about, and that's what I aim for every day.
Yeah. For sure, brother. And I see it in you too, man.
Thank
I see, even though we haven't, we connected by this thing called Instagram, you know.
Yeah.
But I do see it. You know what I mean? I do see I don't know if it's the growth in your motherfucking your guns, homie. But now that I'm sitting right here with you, I'm just like, oh shit, it's an overall growth.
Shit. I learned about creatine, that helped. You know what I mean? I didn't know about creatine back then, but now I'm taking it every day, and it's helping for sure. So.
Well, what brand of creatine you using? Jesus Christ!
It's it's called 6 Star, so I get it at Walmart. So it's every scoop has 8 grams of creatine, 18 grams of carbs. It has your amino acids all in one scoop. So I just add that to the pre-workout before. That's a monohydrate, which, scientific shit of it. And then I take a creatine HCl, which is a non-monohydrate, which is kind of acts like a pump. So, I take all that, just stay hydrated, watch my water intake. I drink a lot of water. I eat like shit though. I eat In-N-Out and Taco Bell and, all this other stuff. In-N-Out daily.
Healthy, bro.
Daily, man.
In-N-Out is healthy, sir.
Man. A double, no onions daily, man. But I mean, of course, the food that I get at the crib, you know what I'm saying? It's
I think if you just take the bread out, you'll be good, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And not eat the French fries. Yeah, just do the keto shit. That's what I usually do, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I get a fry light, so they undercook the fry so it's softer, so it's not as like crunchy and shit. I got this sign. I got it down to a T, bro. My In-N-Out orders.
What's the order? What's the order?
Yeah, it's a number 1, no onion, fry light. Like I said, so they undercook the fry, it's softer, and then large pink lemonade. That's it. That's my shit.
We should do the lemon up.
Oh, the lemon up, the 7-Up and lemonade. Yeah, that's fire too. Yeah, that's good too.
But anytime I eat a French fry, bro, and it's soft, bro, it's I mean, it's,
yeah.
It can potentially put me in a bad mood for the rest of the day, bro. Like
I go through my phases though. I eat it at night for sure. Like I always get it at night. If I'm in the studio or at the house, like that's what I go to is In-N-Out.
You can't lose with In-N-Out, bro. I don't even think it's that unhealthy, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? There's other people that say, hey, check it out, bro. Man. How long until you think that you start making videos? You see some of the homies, bro, and shout out to the homies, bro. They be doing their thing, but sometimes they be cracking me up, even though they are serious as fuck. But
without putting a name on the homies and shit, they'll be just like, you see this burger right here? You see this menu right here?
Yeah.
You know, I used to drink beer.
Yeah.
You know, beer's for losers. I love these homies, bro, but they just be really, it's like, dog, like, what's up, homie? We still good or what?
Yeah,
you know?
I see
I'm over here, bro, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think that'll ever be you, like, to go on crazy fucking fitness fucking mad?
I can't, just to be real and just to kind of keep it real with myself. Like, I have my, you know what I'm saying? I have my vices still. I still go to drinking, even though I cut it off for much of the time. Like, I still eat like crazy. I just can't. For some reason, I just don't have the time to sit there and like count my calories or anything like that. I just do what I do and just kind of works out for me. You know, I feel like there's other things I could give my attention to, but, you know, I don't know if that's what people want to do, but I just teach their own. You know,
them fools used to get in my head too, because I'll be scrolling in a happy ass mood, just smoked a fucking blunt, homie, got an ice cold beer in my hand,
Judgmental
and then
real.
I scroll up and they're like, the reason why you got man tits is because you can't stop drinking beer, and I'm just like.
Yeah,
my beer just slides out my hand, bro. Drops, you know what I mean? And they used to get in my head, bro, with this shit. You know, I'm fucking chilling with a big old fucking carne asada motherfucking burrito, bro. You know what I mean? And I scroll up, and this motherfucker is like, any fat mother, you know? It's like, bro. So now I'm just to the point where it's like, homie, these guys ain't even human, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, to each their own. If they got time for that, then shit, by all means, do what you do. But I can't. I'm gonna when I come to LA, I might drink a beer and get a Hawkins Burgers and risk my life outside of the Nickerson Gardens. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever I do. But yeah, to each their own, man. If that's what they want to do, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? More power to them.
And it's crazy because they get thousands of fucking likes, bro.
Yeah.
They get thousands of likes, and you know who's liking all that shit? A bunch of fat motherfuckers like me, bro. You know what I mean? A bunch of drunk motherfuckers are like, yeah, that's right, bro. You know what I mean? You know, and fucking they're like, I'm gonna change my life today, you know? Yeah. And next you know what, they end up like me, bro. Like, nah, dog. These guys.
That's what Hector Jesus was telling me when he was still there, where he was waiting for his car ride, and he was saying he only eats fire grilled steaks only. So they were like, "Where are good restaurants?" I was giving him restaurants, and then he was like, "Well, if they don't have steak, like that's the only thing I eat is steak, fire grilled with nothing."
Nah, I'm too like, and
Salt
I'm too
and pepper.
interested in the like new foods and shit too. Like I just be eating like crazy.
So this dude Hector Jesus, super sophisticated dude, young brother, about your age, bro. You know what I mean? He lives in Miami now, bro. So you might have seen him on my feed. The dude is like got the fucking sunglasses, got the tight ass suit. You know what I mean?
Probably.
You know. But the dude is, you know, he's very, very, a very inspirational person. Yeah. You know, and he has a viewpoint that not everybody, you know, sees through the same lens. But even if you don't see through the same lens, sometimes you got to respect it. But it rouses these dudes up when, you know, I mean, he's like, hey man, you know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna spend $15,000 on a quinceañera? Or are you gonna spend $15,000 on your motherfucking papers to be legal here in this country? You know what I mean? He goes, Mexican man, you got it all fucked up. Whoa, this, that, and dog, that clip went crazy, bro. But he's that type of dude. But in actuality, bro, I mean, the way my brain works, like, hey, that makes sense to me. Yeah. You know, why would we spend $15,000 on a quinceañera when we can spend $15,000 on getting our papers correct? Yeah.
No, that is true. So yeah, I mean that is. I guess the
people
way
don't want to hear that, bro.
I feel like the way that it's put, but I understand where he's coming from. That is true. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't agree with it, but yeah, that's for sure.
Motherfuckers are like, man, fuck you. Motherfuckers need to know my daughter is 16 years old, or 15 years old right now.
That versus,
they need to know she's 15 and she's ready to go.
Yeah, boy, that's crazy. But
taking all motherfucking, what do you call it when you're throwing a motherfucking some money at somebody, a deal or something? Taking all offers. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's crazy. But versus the get your papers right and doing the battle the legal way. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that is a crazy perspective. But I don't know. Quinces are nice. Like, the girl's daughter just had one. You know what I'm saying? She's had a quinceañera. You know what I mean? And came in on a horse, and the dress was from Mexico, from Jalisco, I think. All that. So it was,
your girl right here?
Yeah. For
okay.
Sure. Yeah.
That's
so
what's up. Did you spend $15K? You spent
no comment.
It was a lot for sure.
It was a lot. But how do you feel about that? You know what I mean? Do you feel like if you don't got your papers, don't have the quinceañera, get your papers right? What do you think?
I wouldn't have spent the money on the quince.
You would have got your papers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like an easy call, no brainer.
Well, especially in these times.
Well, in these times, you're gonna kind of like, hey, my papers. But when there was Biden and motherfuckers like the border wasn't an issue, it's like, hey,
and it's optional.
Yeah, no one's coming for us
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But I mean, always like doing the shit, getting the fight done the legal ways. You know, do what you got to do. You know what I mean. But that is obviously more priorities for sure.
100%, brother.
Yeah.
Now, I got a serious question for you, bro.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want a shot of tequila?
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, I'm that homie, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. I feel you. I know. I'm chilling. I'm chilling right now.
Are you gonna use that those honey packs, bro?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll run them.
Yeah, it's all natural ingredients though, bro. So yeah, you're good.
Let's just say a prayer for your lady right now. R.I.P. to you.
Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna show.
I don't want no hate DMs. I don't want no hate mail. You know what I mean? This is just a sponsor, all right? Yeah. Roti honey, baby. Right. Get yourself some now.
I know. I need a sponsorship if I break her hip.
Hey, sure. Oh yeah, 100%. Well, my goal every time is with my girl is like, you know, I always just like surprise her. She'll walk in, and there'll be some roses on the table.
Yeah.
There'll be a wheelchair with a roti honey packet laying on the seat. Cover all bases, baby.
Oh shit!
You know what time it is, girl. By the time I'm done with you, you're gonna be wheeling around this house. You know what I mean? Fucked up.
Hey, shit. Sometimes you gotta make your mark. Make them fucking. You know what I'm saying? You gotta traumatize them.
Well, roses in a wheelchair is telling you something. Telling them something.
Traumatize them for sure.
I mean, I could even speak on that too. How do you feel about Shannon Sharpe settling that massive lawsuit from that OnlyFans 20-year-old model?
Yeah, I just read into that because I saw what one of the Tate brothers said to him. That shit's because he was telling him like, fuck, like I ain't gonna settle and pay nobody that I didn't do nothing with. Like you should have just stuck it out and just, you know what I'm saying. But I guess Shannon Sharpe settled. You know, for I don't know what the amount was.
50 million.
Yeah, I don't know what the whole backstory of it was.
You settled for $50 million, bro.
Is it really 50 million? Because they say it's undisclosed. It's 8 figures for sure.
That's fucking insane.
I read that he settled for $50 million. So you know what I mean. If it's not that, it's obviously a ridiculous amount. Yeah. Let's say that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And can I read what she said after the settlement? She said, and I can put it up here. She said, "Today I have decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever." That's
a victory lap post.
Jesus Christ.
A win is a win.
I wasn't even listening. I was just looking at those cakes right there, bro. She got some little cakes, bro. Little cakes. Look at that black man right there with a big old smile. You know what I mean?
Definitely put her in a wheelchair for sure.
Yeah, bro. He's the biggest simp of the year right there, bro. Poor dude, man. Put it back on the cheeks, bro. Where you going? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So white women are duty.
Yeah, white women, bro. Yeah. Look at she did, and he did himself, bro. All that money that fool got, bro. He gonna meet the girl at the gym and say, "I'm gonna buy you some new titties." What the fuck?
That shit's crazy.
You dumb motherfucker. You got no game. Were you hit in the head too many times playing football?
Yeah, that shit's
You feel me?
I don't get it,
bro.
I don't get it.
He was going, and then he was gonna get that big deal off of what was it?
Like $100 million.
$100 million.
Oh yeah, that happened. Didn't this happen like right before that?
Bro.
Yeah, fuck, that shit's crazy. But I feel like that shit kind of happens at the time. Like what's the Jonathan Majors one when all that came out? As soon as he was like started doing Marvel shoots and like had other stuff with Disney coming out, and it was like that came out and just took everything. I saw him like on a U.S. Army commercial around that time, but then it was like that shit came out and just pulled the rug out from under him. You know, it's unfortunate, but you know.
Well, how big of a percentage? What would you consider the percentage of female telling the truth or female trying to get the bag? I mean, here's the bag, here's them talking shit. I mean, where we at in that? I guess we can put it from a 1 to 10. I mean, talking shit, trying to get the bag overall, bro. What would you say that? Maybe a 5?
I don't know. I feel like
2.
I feel like it varies. I feel like it varies with situations. I mean, obviously, you know, people got different motives with different situations, and you know, if that's I I don't know. Like I said, different situations vary, but I feel like some women do just want to chase the bag if they see that opportunity's there. But it sucks that they give them that opportunity to fucking slip like that, bro. Like what is Shannon Sharpe doing? Like why? Like what are y'all what are y'all doing that y'all giving these women this opportunity to you know what I'm saying? Like
she had all these recordings of him telling her that he was gonna do this, that, and the other to her and choke her, but like. Although it's like dirty talk, but like, dude, you kind of just gave her just.
I mean, you're somebody like that. I feel like you should expect, you know what I'm saying, like somebody to be aiming for your downfall at that, like putting too much trust in these women.
I'm surprised Casey ain't got me by now, bro. He's got a gang of those texts from me.
Oh yeah, I would never.
I'm gonna choke you, little man. Keep the hat on.
Fuck.
Some of these are on air
Casey
too.
needs to be in the chair next. We need to hear some shit. For sure.
We just ain't blown up. I ain't got enough money yet, bro. He's like, all right, what am I gonna get this fool for, bro? A fucking Honda Accord and some motherfucking EBT.
It seems like as soon as things start working out for these guys, man, that shit sucks.
That's when they get you, bro.
Yeah, fuck.
Bro, as soon as hood starts pop, somebody's gonna come hit me with something, bro. Watch.
Man, let's pray.
Watch.
Let's pray.
It's not gonna be me. It's not gonna be me.
And I think about it sometimes. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just good where I'm at right now because I'm cool right now, bro. I'm chilling.
Sure.
I'm smooth sailing.
Let's pray it don't happen. You know what I mean?
Well, that's just happen. It's the world is evil. People were poor. People were plotting. If you ask me, the majority of females are full of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Especially just the track record that we see publicly, bro.
Yeah.
And if she has an OnlyFans,
and I'm raising daughters, bro.
Yeah.
And my daughters will be raised not to be on none of that motherfucking bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't give a fuck how old they are, bro. I'll pull the belt out on their ass.
Yeah. And I got a son, so I got to teach him how to move and look out for shit like that and keep his head on the swivel. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just just staying on toes, especially with these women, bro. You never know. Like, it's shit's crazy.
I got a stepdaughter. This is gonna turn 18 years old.
Yeah.
And the game I put up on her, all dudes are motherfucking dogs.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I'm not saying it like that, but I just say all dudes are dogs.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean, she was all sprung out on this fucking weird ass looking dude that looked like one of those island boys and shit with the fluffy ass hair. You know what I mean? You know,
an Egger? Do we face that?
He had the island boy hair, bro.
Yeah,
and he was
he had that
little,
Florida.
He was just a little goof. You know what I mean? And she was all whooped up and down. I was like, dude, like, are you serious? You don't know what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
Well, like, yes, I do.
Sometimes it's hard to put people up on game when it comes to like love and relationships, man, because it's just like they don't want to hear that shit. It's like trying to get somebody off drugs. Like they gonna do it. They gonna be done with it when they feel like you done with it. You know what I mean? There's nothing you could tell them because it's just like, you know. But I feel like somebody somebody that looks at you like a father, then it's kind of easier for you to kind of put them up on game. But you know, I feel like people that are kind of stuck in relationships like that, it's kind of, you can't really tell them nothing. They don't want to hear it. You know. But I don't have a daughter, so I guess that would make sense that I haven't really had to have that conversation. Yeah. You know. So
I have other kids that are in their 20s, right?
Yeah.
You know, one of the older ones, I've talked to her a little bit. It just sucks, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's very important for fathers to be a good role model in young girls' upbringing.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't able to do that with a couple of my other daughters, but you know, it's very important because if not, they end up doing some just boo-boo ass shit and falling for every line coming out of motherfucker's mouth, so on and so forth. Maybe fucking, you know, pressing a motherfucker for a bag, you know, over some weak ass shit, you know, ruining the dude's life, you know what I mean? Like, that sucks, you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, nah, it's unfortunate, but you know, the world that we living in, that's kind of what it comes to. So, you know, you just gotta teach them the best way you can and just pray that they make the right decisions.
I was thinking while you're talking and shit, you know what I mean? Like love, we were talking about love. And, you know, love does make individuals blind at times.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and in the sense of you'll tolerate certain things more than usual because you love that pussy or you love that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
for sure.
It's like, the only way they can get away with this shit, bitch. You know why?
Yeah, I tried to cut that shit like early on because I was just like, it just felt like time with women just didn't really, like, it wasn't paying off nothing, you know what I mean? It was like I have so much time that I'm spending with you, it's like I could be doing other stuff, you know, and it's like it's just kind of pointless. I don't feel like wasting time on that shit. Time or money, you know, but you know, if you find someone that's good and that's rocking with you and someone that's, you know, generally helping you to get to where you want to be, then you know, it's not really a loss of time. You ain't wasting time. You just, you know, building.
So while you have been doing your thing, man, there's been a lot of, you know, females around you and stuff. Is that hard, bro?
I mean, I don't really pay attention to it. I was kind of, you know, used to dealing with that shit early on before I even started music. So it's kind of like I can see it from a mile away. Like, I don't really need it. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't pay me. You know, kicking it with them ain't putting no money in my pocket. So it's kind of like I don't really need to, you know, I can cut this shit off easily to where it's like I don't, you know, I got things I got to focus on right now and goals and shit. And it's just like if you know, or even when I started doing the music thing, if a female just kind of felt like they were trying to, you know, if I would get complaints about like me being in the studio too much or I'm working too much on my shit, like it's like, girl, like you ain't finna be with me during this journey. So it's like, what do you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, you know what I mean? So I ain't gonna pay no mind to it. So it's kind of, I got used to just cutting that shit off if I needed to. It was just, you know, pointless.
Do you gotta do you have to lay down the ground rules?
Not really. Not really. No.
Well, so if I mean, I know it's kind of weird because we're talking. This is your significant other, right? Okay, and all respect everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like I see you, bro, fucking just in your videos doing your thing, and I'm just like, sometimes you know what I mean? Like I'm a congratulator. I ain't a hater. Yeah. And sometimes I'll see a homie and I'll be like, that homie is getting a lot of pussy. You know what I mean? And so when I see you, bro, I'm just like, that homie is getting a lot of pussy.
I just try and keep the focus on what it needs to be on. So it's like, obviously when I get done doing what I'm doing, I go to the crib and just chill. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to be out there in the streets. Like I've done all that shit when I was young. So it's like there's nothing that, you know, when I'm out there or running amok, you know, it's like I don't need to do all that no more. I've done all that and I've seen what it brings and I've seen the drama that shit brings, and it's just like I don't, you know, it's just the attention is you know, it is what it is. As long as I'm building towards what my goals are, then that's what I'm worried about.
Well, you know, that just says a lot about you of being just a confident young OG. I mean, 30s, once you get in your 30s and you've been around the block a few times, you know what I mean? You know what time it is, so I call them the young OGs around that age. But it says a lot about you because there's a lot of dudes, bro, that will ruin their entire life over some you know what. Yeah,
you
for
sure.
Me? They'll ruin your friendship, they'll ruin family's friendship, everything. That just over a piece of you know what, bro.
I've seen it. I've seen people not even continue to chase their dreams because of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I just try to make sure that that's not me, or even just like any little mistake. Like your life could change in 5 seconds. So any little mistake that you decide to make, if you decide to fall for that, like, you know, like you know, it just isn't worth it. It just isn't worth it. And that's what I always think about. I heard something when I was younger. You know, excuse my language, or you know, I try not to say the N-word when I'm on here. But every time a nigga dies, a bitch was horny the night before. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Shit just gets you in a whole world of shit, and it's just like not worth it. Like that's not in my focus. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, why would I spend all this time with you? Like, that is one thing that I've come to learn from all this, like the music and all that stuff, and throughout all this is like, of course I knew time was of the essence, but I'm seeing it even more the older I get. So it's like, why would I waste all this time on somebody and then they end up circling back and just not even, you know what I'm saying? It falls apart, and it's like I could have spent all that time doing something else, something more positive, something, you know, that can help me grow eventually. Yeah. So it's just like I don't have time to waste with any of it, and that comes with like, you know, being outside, or like even that was another reason why I stopped drinking for a while too, because it was just I was drinking, I was going out, things would happen, shit would crack off, I'm getting in fights, and it's just like I'm just jeopardizing too much time and money on shit that really isn't, like I don't got shit to prove. Like I'm chilling just being at the crib. Like if something comes up, if I need to like protect the family, whatever, then that's it. That's that. But it's like I'm not 15 no more. I'm not gonna go out there and look for it. You know, and that was what I was getting caught up in, it was a sense of carelessness that I had, and it just it wasn't paying off. And then more people are recognizing me, so it's like I'm hearing, oh, Bishop did this and that, and it's like this was, you know, when I'm older and I'm already doing music, so it's like there was a point of separation that needed to be had, and it's just like I can't afford to be careless.
Congratulations to you on that, bro, because it's so important, bro, to keep a good track record throughout these years of you working, man, and you within the community, the street, so on and so forth. I mean, to keep a solid, you know, just keep a solid fucking rapport, bro. Trying. And it's hard sometimes too, because relationships, I would say, and you can speak your mind on it as well, but relationships probably in the music industry is very fickle. Like there's a lot of fake people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they you know, when they need you, they love you, right?
Yeah.
You know, and then as soon as if they don't get what they get, they hate you. If they get what they get, then you know they move on to the next. I mean, I guess it's just working, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's been. I mean, I haven't really had too many friends come through the music industry thing. I feel like I have had a few, like so, artist wise, you know, Yellow Hill, G Perico, or not G Perico. I thought of G because me and him and Yellow did a song together. Although shout out to G, you know, from the beginning, he had a big influence on my sound. So I have been able to work with him, be in the studio at the same time as him, and he's a legend. But as far as people that I'm like really close to working with, it's just been Yellow Hill, Doggy Style, Inhale, you know, and D-Boy from Carson, you know.
Shout D-Boy. I've talked to him. I'm supposed to have him on, bro. We've had Yellow Hill here. We've had Inhale right here.
Yeah, those are my
Good
guys.
homies.
And so those are kind of, and then other than that, the engineers like Sav did it. You know, shout out all them. Those are friendships that I've really curated out of this, and really that we continue to work together. And it's just been kind of like, you know what I mean, back and forth if they ever need anything. And it's the same situation outside of it. If they have something personal going on, if they want to hit me up, whatever they need, then I got them. Jimmy Waters too, he's another solid one that's coming up that is definitely putting in work. But I haven't really had any falling outs because I guess I haven't really allowed anybody to be that close. But the people that I listed, they've kept it solid every step of the way because they're solid people. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't really been in it that long to really have any falling outs. I mean, there has been, you know, one, but, you know, that was in the beginning. And then it was like, you know, we're from the same city, so it's not really too far it's not hard for us to see each other or run into each other. So it's like, you know, and then we just end up just not working together, which is like whatever, you know. I want to see everybody win at the end of the day, no matter what.
Absolutely, bro. I feel the same way too.
Yeah.
And the in-house thing too. I love what you were talking about with Mad Strange, man. Having everything in-house.
Yeah.
That's a team, bro.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure.
And I've tried working on that for the longest time of getting the homies to take care of in-house things. The homies that have been on the platform, you know, like. You know, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But it's great when you can have it work like that, like the team, everything is in house. You don't have to outsource nothing.
It's a blessing that I didn't even understand until like I really started doing it to see like how much we really pour into it all together through all the disagreements, through whatever it is. You know, we figure it out and we make it happen. You know, and so you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, like those are my guys, and you know, we always make sure that we're good, you know what I mean? And whatever someone needs, you know, we make sure that we get the job done.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely, man. Well, good for you guys, man. And congratulations on just continuing the journey and working and getting it done, man. You know, have you been getting out of state, out of the country with any shows?
So I kind of got some stuff I got to figure out on my end financially that's like, you know, kind of court shit that I not like anything that, you know, just child support shit that I need to figure out before I get out of the country because my fucking passport's being held. But other than that, we have talked to people in France, in Japan, about me doing shows overseas. I've had people order my CDs from these countries and like orders of 20. So it's like cool. Like I have that fan base over there and we're talking about doing shows over there, but I got shit I got to figure out. You know, just to be real, just to kind of be
transparent.
Yeah, transparent. You know what I'm saying? I got shit I got to deal with before I start doing international shit. But, you know, it's definitely paying off. But I mean, to go back to the question, we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out the shows overseas. But out of state, I just did the Lowrider show in Seattle. I just did the Lowrider show in Oceanside. I've done. Where else have I been? I feel like I just did a music video in Houston. So the music's taking me out of state, places that I've always wanted to go.
Yes, sir.
I've always wanted to go to Seattle because I'm big on grunge music. So like to kind of stretch out of the rap, like.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, like a lot of the Chris Cornell, like a lot of that is like really big. Yeah, it's really big on the basis of my music.
Wow, that's interesting, brother. I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but I was like, when I was out there, like it was just cool to be able to see it and be in that environment, and you know, the music fits the area very well. So it was cool to see and to be able to go out there and run around. I've always wanted to go to Pacific Northwest. It was beautiful. So yeah, so I did that. I did a music video. Shout out to homie Les from Houston. Yeah, I went out there, did a music video with Les out in Houston. I've always wanted to go to Houston because Houston rap has just been such a big influence on me as well.
Yeah, shout out to Texas. We got a big following. Yeah. Hoodside's got a big following in Texas. Man.
Texas is tough, man. So
they are tough, bro. I fuck with
Texas, bro. It's like a whole different world, but it's just it's welcoming, you know. And everybody that was there, everybody I met, it was the hospitality was there. You know, Southern hospitality.
Southern hospitality,
you know what I mean?
Man.
So it was really fun. It was really fun to go out there and do that. So it's taken me out of state a lot. I was supposed to do like a lowrider show in Omaha, Nebraska. I was supposed to do one in Boise, Idaho, but that kind of fell through. So we're just kind of trying to work around it. I've talked to some people about Chicago, going out there and doing shows out there. Shout out to Southside. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that have tapped in. Southside Dreams is the homie's brand out there, and he's tapped in too. So yeah, there's a lot of people from all over the country, all over the world. That's the cool thing about the content and basically building this platform through Instagram and TikTok is that it just has such a big international following and a regional following. So it's cool. I love it.
Your Instagram is crazy, bro.
It's cool. It's fun to be doing that and like create content and see that a lot of people internationally follow me and you know tap in or when I went to when I went to Phoenix, like I think maybe it might have been, it was like a year after I was here last time. I remember, so like usually where I go, like when I went to Seattle, when I got off the plane, like I took like 3 pictures when I got off the plane with people and it was like 12 o'clock, like we landed at like 12 or 1.
Yeah.
And so like wherever I go, it kind of happens, you know, shout out Vegas, shout out Phoenix, of course, LA, you know, all these places I have a fan base that I have gone to, so it's like it's cool to see and to be able to like be recognized in public. But one thing specifically, when I was in Phoenix, I was walking through the Mills Mall out there, and I was taking pictures with people, and then I was walking past the shoe cleaning stand. You know how they have the shoe cleaning? I thought dude was gonna ask me if I wanted my chucks cleaned, and he just started rapping when I'm going to like one of my songs. Started rapping it word for word, my verse, and I was just like, yo, like that shit was crazy. So it's things like that is just positive affirmations, you know what I mean? And you know, like I said, and other positive affirmations are the people that have reached out to me and said what's up to the Bay as well. I completely forgot about the Bay because I've gone to San Francisco more recently than I have in the past, and the following that I have out there, and that was a trip too, because it was on Cinco de Mayo and I went to a cruise on 24th and Mission, so it was like a whole different hood that I had never really, you know, it was just Northerners, like it was just all Northerners, and it was like it was cool, but I mean they showed love too, you know, and they tapped in, and it was
Shout
cool.
out from North Daniels, man.
Yeah, and so I have a song with coming out with Rico Too Smooth from SAC.
Okay.
So yeah, so I mean, you know, to be able to tap in with that area too, and just all over, you know, it's just I kind of gotten love from people that, you know, I not that I never expected, but it's kind of just like it's cool to see it and to have people tap in.
So yeah, no, absolutely, bro. And I want to kind of to hit back on what you brought up, the grunge. Like, how does that? How do you like How would you incorporate that with, you know, with your music, your sound? Is it something that you're entertaining right now, or have you done anything, you know, to try to kind of cross the genres a little bit?
Not really. I haven't really done anything to cross the genres. I feel like that would be dope to do.
Yeah.
I'm starting to mess more with sampling. I kind of tried to stay away from sampling on the beats earlier on in my career.
Yeah.
Like the song that I have coming out on Friday is a Lookout Weekend sample.
Okay.
And so I'm kind of getting more into that, more comfortable with it. So if the producers that I work with, or if I can figure out how to flip it and make a good sound comfortably that can really like, you know, speaking of Seattle, like I'm a big Jimi Hendrix fan. Like Jimi Hendrix is my favorite artist of all time. So, you know, and he's from Seattle. I mean, even though he's associated with a lot of different places, but if I could do like a fucking like When Cries Mary sample on a beat, you know, and like flip it that way, then that would be amazing. Or even like, you know, whatever I can do. Obviously, I mean, musically, I feel like the musical inspiration kind of comes from lyrically, I guess, more so. So I guess like speaking from different points of view and relating to emotions different way and kind of speaking from the soul, I guess, is kind of what I've learned to do melodies, a lot of melodies. That's kind of like all the melodies, all the choruses I've written and sang, like I did all that myself.
Nice.
So it's kind of like obviously came from inspiration that I got from those artists and just years and years and years of listening and just, you know, taking all that in. And so like right now, like I haven't even listened to that much rap. I mean, I'm starting to again because a lot of the music that's coming out. It's like the Clips album that came out, Larry June's album. Shout out Larry June. Larry June's tapped in with me. Yeah,
Larry June's tapped in.
Yeah.
Oh
so
damn!
I sent him an open verse about 2 weeks ago. I texted him an open verse. So we're gonna see what comes with that.
Let's go.
Yeah. So I mean, Larry June's album came out, and those give me a lot of inspiration too because I listen to those styles, and then it, you know, it inspires me a lot. But for the last like 5 days, I've just been on an alternative kick. Like I've listened to a lot of like Slipknot, Korn, Incubus. Like I'll listen to like late 90s, early 2000s like alternative rock. Like it has such a big inspiration on me. But like I said, it comes in inspiration through the melodies and the lyrics and stuff like that. Obviously, like I haven't rapped over anything with heavy like, you know,
chords,
chords or anything.
Chords,
yeah, exactly. So it's, you know, that's inspiration comes from everywhere, man. That's how I listen to music, and I give so much props to these other artists because it's giving me such a different point of view on my life and the music, and it's like sometimes I have to dig deep to find that inspiration in myself, and it's like sometimes I listen to that shit and it'll just be like that. It'll just click, and I'm like, you know, certain artists of course, but like I said, I listened to that Clips album and it made me want to write some lyrical shit. So I'm like, you know, I find inspiration in different areas. But yeah, even you know the music out here, it's all just like Big Sad and all these other guys. Like there's a gang of artists that I listen to that gives me inspiration to kind of get out of the G-funk mode and kind of make something a little bit more modern as far as the sound. Even though it's all West Coast, I mean, I try and stay true to the roots, but still like branch out with the sound and make something different.
I love that you're doing that because it's a good way of separating yourself. Separation is key.
Yeah.
In a saturated hip hop realm, rap realm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by you tapping in with different frequencies, I salute you on that, bro. Because when you're talking about some of these artists, like if we're talking a grunge, like a Nirvana, we're talking a Pro Jam. I mean that the album 10 is a legendary fucking album.
10 is amazing. 10 is amazing.
One of my favorite fucking albums, bro.
Yeah.
We talk about a Korn, a Slipknot, like you understand how to move someone's energy, their frequency, their soul, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With different sounds. And so rap artists should be boxed in to just rap, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And I'm sure there's a lot of rap artists that feel the same way that you feel, bro, that have been moved by Motown and just so on and so forth.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And yeah, that inspiration comes from like the music that my mom played growing up. Like that's how I know about all of that is because I heard that growing up. And so, I mean, even with the last album that I did, Too Legit, like I tried to switch it up. Like I just got I hit a point where I just didn't want to write any G-funk stuff. Like I just felt like the things I wanted to talk about at that time in my life I could not talk about on a G-funk beat. And so like the song that you would use for the post, Flip It, like that was like my way of trying to do something trap.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's why
hi-hats
that's why I picked that song because it was something different than what I've usually heard from you.
Yeah, so I tried to flip it entirely with that album. I mean, a lot of people I see the comments everywhere. Shit, people talk about Too Legit wasn't like my normal work, but that was on purpose because I literally could not. I didn't want to not write. I didn't want to not create, but I just needed to create something different.
Yeah,
and so it has like trap beats on there. It has beats that I would not usually rap over. But that was on purpose because it was like I felt like I needed to do something different. It wasn't like I was trying to be no knock against Andre because he's one of my favorite rappers of all time. But no knock against, like I wasn't trying to be Andre 3000 and make an album with a flute. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't trying to go that far out of it, but I was trying to keep it in what I'm comfortable with. You know what I mean? But it's just I guess I try and hit different audiences, and I feel like maybe the timing was wrong with that album because maybe I should have kept doing the G-funk, but it's like everything I have right now is just strictly just West Coast shit, and I feel like I'm getting to where I want to be with it lyrically and creatively, so I'm just going full speed with it.
Well, I like it, bro. I like that you did go down that road with the trap. because it just showed everyone like you. I mean, it's flossing the skill set. Like, bro, I can easily do this too.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, here goes some of this right here.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And it sounds just as flying as hard as everything else. You know what I mean? Which it did, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, random fact that you said too. 10. Some of it was written in San Diego because Eddie Vedder actually went to San Diego, or he was in Encinitas, I think, when he was writing part of that album.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was actually down there. So yeah.
Eddie Vedder, man, that dude's a fucking amazing
legend.
Bro. Yeah, legend for sure. Casey, what do we got over there, bro? Let's matter of fact, let's pay some bills, and we're gonna be right back with Bishop Snow. There you go, baby.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Let me get these right here ready. Let me get this ready. Here we go. What am I looking at right here? All right, everybody. Shockaware. It's more than streetwear. It's a culture of lifestyle rooted in individuality and self-expression through clothes. I want you to go to shockaware.com and use code HoodStocks15. All right, shockaware.com. Use code HoodStocks15. It's that easy, all right? Looking for some good quality cannabis? I mean, killer quality cannabis. Hip to folks at Killakush. They specialize in bringing you everything from OG to exotic. Let me tell you, they got it all, baby, all right? So hit them up at killakushcali@gmail.com or on Instagram at killakush.losangeles. Or you could find them at Drip Fits Apparel in the city of Whittier, all right, for the latest Killakush merch. And that's located at 13800 Leffingwell Road, Whittier, California. All right, guys. Killakushcali at Gmail or Killakushcali or killakush.losangeles. It's that simple. Guys. Come on now. All right, look, check this out. Lucky brought me a new box right here, guys. So you've seen the Blue Magic Honey, right? You've seen this. You've seen me smack a couple of these packs, right? But let me introduce you to this box right here. This is the top shelf black box. So let me tell you, Royalty Honey. This is for him and her. So let me show you what this looks like in here. Look at this. Beautiful packaging. Look at this. Damn. Look at these packs right here. Nice. Elegant, right? So this is for him and her, all right? This is from when you need to go from I'm tired to I'm him. It's that easy, all right? Slide through to royalhoneydeal.com and thank us later. Use code LUCKY for 25% off. Go to royalhoneydeal.com and use code LUCKY for 25% off. Come on, the savings are phenomenal. Here, look at this. His and hers, or you could get the Blue Magic Honey. Hey, pick it, all right? And thank us later. And guess what? Use code LUCKY for 25% off. It's that easy. Okay, call in all bakers and chefs. Upgrade your kitchen with Origin Bakery and Restaurant equipment, all right? Ovens, mixers, and more at unbeatable prices. Visit them in the city of South El Monte. You could call them at 626-579-3580. Level up your culinary game now. Origin Bakery, guys, all right? Hey, you caught up and you need backup? Call Doug Sherrod, the King Kong of criminal defense. He's beating cases and going apeshit in the courtroom so you don't have to. All right, tap in at kingkonglawyer.com and lawyer up like a beast. Venice Kush, your go-to cannabis shop in the Venice Beach Boardwalk, all right? Find them at 1827 Oceanfront Walk, right next to Marathon Burger, all right? Call 424-238-5476, all right? Or you can follow on Instagram at Venice Kush Shop, all right? But check this out. If you mention Hood Stocks at Venice Kush Shop, you will get a free gram of flour. I mean, who doesn't want that? Go to Venice Beach right now, go to Venice Kush Shop, and go mention Hood Stocks, all right? And even tag us in a video. Hey, let's get it, man. It's that easy, all right? Hey, so check this out. It's officially a buyer's market. Home prices are softer, and that means opportunity, all right? Opportunity. If you're a homeowner, now's the time to consolidate debt before your property value drops, all right? If you're looking to buy, get pre-approved so you can strike fast when the deal hits, all right? Andrew Casada and his team at Prime Equity Mortgage work with 50 plus banks and have helped thousands of families in the last 15 years, bro. I'm telling you guys this, all right? So call him at 626-825-6565. Or you can follow him on Instagram. That's Andrew, QUEZADA.homeloans on Instagram and TikTok, all right? Hey, I want you guys to go to Lux Tattoo on Instagram. That's at LUXX_tattoos_ to get that fresh ink, all right? And of course, all Hood Stocks merch, www.50racks.com.
Casey, why are they going so hard on you?
I can't even see it because I'm talking to them. But yeah, I see the chat going wild. What's up, guys? What are you guys ranking on right now?
Said you have the Epstein wallet in Epstein list in your jail wallet. That is crazy.
That's the one that had me
That
busting
shit
up.
was like, what the fuck?
It said Casey got the Epstein list in his jail wallet. These dudes, man, that's the Goldies, man. They savages, bro.
They'll never find it.
They'll never. They say when Casey farts, he's got to squat down to fart. Like, bro, who thinks of this shit, dog? Yo, man, these fools are savages, man. I've trained you guys well. You're welcome.
I've trained you. Yeah, Lucky's trained you guys well. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
No, these dudes are just fucking hot. Like hit the like, man. Hit the like, and shout out to everybody that's tapped in right now, man.
Hit the like, and my eyes will get bigger with every like. Let's go.
Appreciate you guys, man. So the times since you've been on here, times have changed. They're forever evolving in regards to just the rap community, you know what I mean? Our brothers that are, you know what I mean, that are rapping, you know what I mean? I know you fuck with a lot of the homies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a sense, you know what I mean? As well as the brothers, right? A lot of things have transpired within the homies. The homies are kind of like coming up a little, bro.
I mean, they more than coming up, bro. They
Sheesh.
made it known that they here and here to stay.
Man,
sure.
made it on the Kendrick Lamar album.
Yeah. Nah, Peso, shout out all the Rasa rappers out there that are doing their thing, man. Lefty's doing his thing, killing it. I mean, it's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna not listen to them or not see them. Like, that's what it is. You know what I mean? And shit, man. One of the ones that kind of fucks me up. I mean, I never worked with him, but or met him, but Money Sign. Sway, it's like, bro, Sway's passing. Like, I think about that from time to time. That, like, I wonder how far, what he would have done, because it was like, bro, he was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, back to the bag, bro. When I first heard that, it was like, damn, like he's doing it. And so, you know, unfortunately, you know, things happen, you know, with him and but
I wish he would have had a better team around him, bro.
Yeah.
The team would have protected him, bro, from certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
that's it's important, man.
for sure.
In the city, man, Southern California,
Yeah.
you got to have a good team, man, that's sometimes going to take care of you in certain situations, you know what I mean, that are out of your hands, you know, in a sense, you know.
Yeah.
But being connected with the city, young dudes, old dudes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it can help. I don't know the ins and outs of his situation. I don't want to
Yeah,
speak
that's
too.
how I was- yeah,
I don't want to.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't.
I'm not
I don't want to.
speaking on
I don't
that,
want to
but-
speak too much about it, but
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that happened, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
He
you
just
know what
has
I mean?
such a bright future ahead of him, and
And I'm not trying to undermine anybody's authority or the call at all, bro,
For sure.
because
At all.
I'm just a regular dude that walks out to my car, you know what I mean? And I got to keep it, you know what I mean? I got to keep it, you know, in the right path, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I am not bulletproof, you know what I mean?
For sure.
None of us are bulletproof, you know?
Yeah.
But we can all agree that it's really an unfortunate situation that happened with the young man, you know?
Yeah.
But Peso, man, Peso is I'm thoroughly impressed by the dude.
Yeah.
I think he is the king of all kings of Edgar's, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the boy can spit, boy. The boy can rap.
Yeah.
Peso is a beast. Like,
Yeah, he is.
I got that little motherfucker in my playlist.
Yeah.
Along
he's
with you.
killing it.
I've been
his
having
approach,
you.
his approach, man, his whole approach to it, and what he's doing, and
He flips
you
it,
know,
huh? He spits,
nah,
huh?
He's good. He's really good. He's really good. I mean, I feel like I said, everybody is. And the traction that Lefty's had, and you know, they're just trailblazing right now. You know what I'm saying? And they're making it known, and they're killing it. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely they're making it known, and I feel like other guys like J.I. Bands and like shout out Lil Weirdo from San Diego. You know what I mean? They're all doing their thing. Lil Maru, all these guys are all, you know what I mean? They're raza, you know what I mean? And they're killing it. They're doing their thing. Who else am I missing from up here?
If you don't know, my G's, the boy right here is half Mexican and half black.
Yeah, half
he
and
got
half.
he got the tattoo that, if I remember correctly, the tattoo of the Mexican flag on him.
I do, on my chest. Yeah.
On his chest. This dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though, you know what I mean? You know, anyways, bro, so it's you kind of got it, even though you don't look mixed, bro.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know, especially with the braids, and yeah, I mean, it's just overall, I feel like I don't look mixed, but I mean, I don't look a lot like my dad either. My dad is Let's see. I have a picture of him on my Instagram. But yeah, nah, I don't look like my dad.
You showed me a picture of him. Your pops is black, right?
No, my dad is Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was a wrong.
black.
It was another guest that I had on here that showed me a picture of his pops, and his pops is black.
And my dad's from El Monte. So I mean, I ended up finding out more about my backstory. I mean, I knew my grandparents were from. Damn, I don't know, no service in here. But yeah, I knew my grandparents were from Morelia, Michoacan, but I didn't know the part about them coming to Watts in the 50s and being in Watts during the Watts riots, and then they ended up going to the SGV to El Monte, where they had my dad, and then there was just their whole backstory, and my parents met off the 60 in Hacienda Heights. And so, like, that's why I tell a lot of people, like, without LA, I wouldn't exist.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You know.
You ever see Cat Williams stand up when he's talking about going to? He goes, "You ever been to a Mexican party?" He goes, "They had me dancing all goddamn night."
For real though.
And he starts doing the motherfucking. Yeah. Oh man, Cat Williams is one of my favorite comedians ever, bro.
Yeah.
Like
real.
the boy's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a savage.
His man, him and Theo Von on the same podcast is fucking hilarious too. Have you watched Theo Von shit?
Oh yeah, I did watch that.
Theo Von
is
fucking hilarious.
Their reactions. Well, I'll say because what it is Theo Von's gonna do what Theo Von does, right?
Yeah,
and
sure.
he didn't stop doing what he does, which is I love that about that dude, right?
Yeah.
But the great thing about that interview, that podcast, that session, bro, was the reactions Cat Williams had to it.
I forgot what they were talking about, the ducks. They said Theo called the black duck fucking Mallard Luther King Jr. and I was like, holy shit. And like Cat just didn't even know. Cat just busted out laughing. But to have Cat Williams break character like that is crazy. Like,
yeah,
you know, especially following like the whole interview. I feel like after the whole interview with him and Shannon, like when the whole Diddy thing came up with them, I feel like that shit, like, you know, to have that after and like to have Cat Williams like that is just fucking hilarious. Like Cat Williams is obviously a legend, but Theo's funny. Like I fucking brought up the video to my girl one time about him and Bobby Lee. Have you seen that one where he's like act like I'm your dad? And he goes, Bobby. Bro, like I sat there and watched that shit for like 10 minutes straight. It's just hilarious. Yeah.
There's a clip that's going around. I'm probably a lot of you guys have seen it. You know, and it's what's his name? What's the Asian dude's name again?
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee's sitting there with two other dudes, Brandon Shaw, and this other funny ass Jewish fool, man. He's a comedian too, and he tells a story. He goes, "All right, I'm gonna tell you guys a story, but don't laugh." You know what I mean? Yeah. When I was 12 years old, I got molested by my uncle.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
something like that. Like I'm butchering it.
Yeah.
And, bro, man, I've watched that so many times, bro. It's fucking hilarious. Like those are masterpieces of art that are put together through podcasts, bro. And that's why podcast is just an absolutely powerful and amazing platform to have. I kind of fucked up, and I'll say it again. Usually our numbers are way up, bro, but I involve politics, bro. In recent times, bro. Yeah. And I divided the streets, bro, with my podcast. You know what I mean? And then I went back on the politics because individual I voted for did some shit that's affecting these streets right here. You feel me? Okay. You know, we selfish when we vote. First time I ever voted in my life, bro. You know what I mean? And you know, and I drew the line in the sand and said, hey, I'm voting because I got tired of just like crybabies, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's a lot of people that play the victim role, you know what I mean? Yeah. And when you raised up around gangsters, bro, that just take life on the chin like a big dog, you feel me? Then you will not relate to dudes that are playing a victim role. Yeah. Like I've been with I always thought I was a bad motherfucker, but shit, I've been on yards with motherfuckers just blow me the fuck away, bro. Like this dude been through hell, his story. Like we all think we got a bad story. Yeah. We got a bad upbringing until you in the penitentiary and you're with a bunch of, you're around lifers, that, bro, and they will share a bad upbringing. Yeah. They will give you, and you just be like, well, shit, dog, I'm not gonna even share my story, you know what I mean?
For real.
You know?
Make it sound like a cakewalk.
Exactly. So I relate that mentality. That's a dog mentality. That's like, nah, fuck that, bro. You know what I mean? Whatever you throw at me, I will, you know what I mean? I'll be resilient. You know what I mean? I will raise up, bro. You try and hold me underwater to drown me, bro, but somehow, some way, I'm gonna get these big Steve Harvey lips up there, bro, and get some air, dog. My cousins, when I was younger, bro, they used to call me Steve Harvey because they were like, fool, you got some big ass lips, fool. Steve Harvey looking motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
But you know, I just anyways, bro, so that's why I'll say that's why our numbers are down, but I think they're coming back little by little, bro. We've been seeing glimmers of hope, bro. But the track record of Hoodstocks is always solid, bro. You know what I mean? On the streets, bro. You know what I mean? I pull up to everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's happening, you know what I mean?
Nah, for sure.
You know, all the time, you know what I mean? So it's a very emotional community, you know what I mean? With my audience is your audience. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. And you know, the best thing to do as an artist, which I saw a lot of people do in regards to the ICE raids, presidential's campaigns recently with Kamala and Trump, like a lot of artists, bro, they weren't speaking on it, bro. Yeah. And they're smart because as soon as you start speaking on it, you could be losing half of your motherfucking revenue, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I feel like there's a thin line with that. I mean, I feel like using your voice for something that could be used to create more awareness to a situation. I feel like obviously, you know, is important. I feel like there's two things that I don't talk about with people, and that's politics and religion. That's just kind of a big thing with me. Like I don't like speaking about that with people.
It's like one of the 10 Commandments, right? I mean, like it's just an old school thing that, you know.
I just don't talk about it.
I fucked up on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying? It's
as long as you own up to it, bro.
You know, exactly. As long as you take accountability for it.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
You know what I mean? But I mean, I would definitely expect that, you know what I mean? Accountability on your end, for sure.
All the time, brother.
Yeah.
You know what?
But we take it on the chin.
Fuck the ego, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Fuck the ego, bro. The ego has put me in a lot of fucked up predicaments throughout my life. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And so I can easily check myself, regroup, and put out a post like, hey, my dog's like, damn. Yeah. I didn't vote for that shit right there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
And from here on out, I got to cut ties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always want to be on the right side of history. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've always been on the right side of history on the streets. You know what I mean? So now functioning in the real world, you know what I mean? And you know, as I get older, I mean, I'm 48 years old, bro. You know what I mean? As I get older, I'm different things attract my attention now. You know what I mean? Like I watch the news sometimes. So I was watching the news for a lot of years since COVID, bro. Yeah. I stopped watching it now, bro, because it's just like I have no trust in the government. They just as grimy as the streets, bro. Yeah. They all fucking liars, bro. Yeah. They all selling you that motherfucking Honda Accord with the motherfucking leather seats and the spinners and the good system in the back. You know what I mean? We got the and
Lucky, this is you with politics right here. I'm gonna show this right here. That's you in politics.
Let's talk about that, bro.
It's a horrible way to find out your spouse listens to Coldplay.
So your spouse. We gotta take a shot over that one, bro. That was a good one, bro. Fuck. That's a cold way to find out your spouse listens to Coldplay, man.
Fuck, man.
So let me bring it right here. So at a Coldplay concert right here in Chicago, astronomer CEO Andy Byron got put on blast when the Kiss cam caught him and the company's chief of people's officer hugging in a non HR manner right here, as you see, and then apparently this woman that's red on the left here is the new head of HR that they just promoted. So.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Wait, shit, the one on the side smiling got promoted?
No, yeah, she just got promoted to head of HR. This girl, they just promoted her. So
human resources.
So
devil's advocate. That's fucking irony for sure. Like
she just promoted her. So the girl here, that's the chief people's officer, promoted this woman to head of HR, and. You know, I mean...
She got her hand up, so she doesn't really see anything happening like that.
That shit's crazy. That whole shit's crazy.
Behind me, Satan. So, I think it's a real common piece of information that people within offices cheat a lot. You know,
your work husband, your work wife,
opposed to construction jobs. Like, bro, no, I'm not fucking cheating with Jesus over here. You know what I mean? Fuck that fool. Yeah. He's got dirty boots, and Like dudes, the most honest dudes in the world are construction workers. You know why? Because we ain't with that gay shit. You know what I mean? So you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know?
Yeah.
They just whistle.
What was I'm trying to remember that dude that got caught fucking that torta in the back seat. Rudy Valencia. Was he in construction or was that something
else? Look
it
up, Casey.
It was. I'm trying to remember that too. Hold on.
You remember that? Yeah. They like his wife pulled up on him while he was fucking a torta in the back of an Accord. I don't even know how you fit a torta in the back of an Accord, but he figured it out.
Oh my God, yes, bro. Jesus Christ.
I don't remember what he was doing for work though.
So
yeah, right here.
Oh. Oh, so that's the girl right
Yeah, that's the chick, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, feels like a mechanic or something.
Yeah.
He was changing the oil.
Crazy. Yeah.
Look at her.
He was changing the oil.
God damn it.
Oh,
Yeah, mechanics for sure aren't loyal, for sure.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, they always, you know, we always. Hey, look at this guy. Look at what the fuck. Look at that fool. He's over the console, bro. Like he doesn't know. Do I sit in the passenger seat or do I drive myself the fuck out of here? And that's a big bitch right there. You know what I mean? You know.
Shit's wild.
The biggest females, man. They give the best. You know what? You know what I mean? You know that.
Because they're hungry?
It's because it has to work harder down there. They got that grip, dog.
Oh shit.
I always like before, like with a big bitch, bro. I'll go to Wiener Schnitzel, and I'll get a corn dog. I'll take the bread part off of the dog. I'll put it on my dog, and
damn,
was that not good for
sure?
No,
that's a crazy visual, but yes.
You're the only one that visualed it right here. You sick fuck.
Well, I was thinking about myself, not you.
If she ain't 280, that ain't my baby.
Hey. Bishop Snow is gonna be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get back to that dude, the CEO, bro. I mean, so who gets the worst end of that stick right there, the dude or the female?
Who gets the worst end of the stick?
Yeah, who gets the shortest end of the stick right there?
The female, because she lost the job and she's already not as rich as the CEO. So she loses her job that's paying all that money, and she's making not as much as the CEO of Astronomer is making. You know what I'm saying? So like, obviously she's in the worst spot. I'll tell you who's in the best spot, and that's the wife that got cheated on, because she's about to get more money than all of them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you see a picture of her, bro?
Mathematics. I saw the picture. Her and the
bro,
kids
look way better than old girl.
Whoa, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's necessarily her. Is this meme her? I thought this was like a.
Nah, they said that's her. They said that's the wife, bro. That's the wife and the kids.
Like the rich kitchen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? Damn, them poor kids, man. He just ruined those kids' life, because now there's a potential divorce. But usually these dudes are like, babe, I'm gonna get myself some counseling. You know, I'm a freak.
No, apparently on her Facebook she changed her last name to like her maiden last name. The next morning.
Well, as you should. You know, power of the women. You know what I mean? You gotta stand up for your shit. You know. That shit's crazy. But like, bro, like who takes a side piece to a motherfucking Coldplay concert, you know, and it's cuddled up like that? Like,
seems like the most like the perfect place. Really, it's very indiscreet.
Bro, you're in a concert with like thousands of people. That's not a discreet place to take a female.
Not at all.
And you hugged up too. You know what I mean?
Two higher ups in a company like that.
Yeah,
you better take her to a Motel 6.
Well, usually, usually companies have box seating, so you can't shoot into them. So
that's what
I don't know what's up with them. Seems like a sneaky link.
I think they were just careless. They're probably just careless. But of all couples, that's what. You know, that's what, I don't know. That shit's crazy to me.
Did you see the new trend? Now they're calling the Coldplay cam.
Oh, yeah. I love that,
I saw
bro.
that, yeah.
Everybody's doing that now. What baseball game was that, bro?
That shit's
It's like, I actually don't know what
Coldplay cam. They call it Coldplay cam. Look at
that shit.
Look at
Yeah, I don't know where America First is,
bro.
That shit's crazy, bro.
So how much more does that impact it, bro, when this shit is going viral?
Even
like
the
that?
DJ.
It's like
it makes it the worst possible shit, bro. You know, like
100%.
That's worse than postpartum depression, knowing you got cheated on like virally. That shit's worse, bro.
You can't get away from it. Every time you open up your phone, bro.
You can't.
Yeah.
Literally can't get away from it. That shit's insane.
And then if I'm your homie, I'm your friend, I'm forwarding you all that shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, it seems like
just to rub it in
that
a little
group
bit.
chat. That group chat's going crazy. Sending them all the memes.
Like everyone in the world knows that you cheated. Like
make it worse.
Trend. Yeah.
They probably have a company group chat and they're just getting flamed in it.
I mean, check it out, bro. I'll say this, man. I'll say this, bro. I am far from perfect, bro. But dude, you know what I mean? I don't respect fucking cheaters, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if I'm cheating, I can't respect myself, dog. Especially if I have a family at home.
That's true.
I got kids, I got a girl that she been solid and shit,
Yeah.
you know? Now how does this affect this dude, a leader, a CEO of a company? You know, like now you're known as not the CEO, you're known as the fucking cheater, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, people still stand on morals and principles, man.
I mean, I would hope so.
And
but
even if there's
obviously through, you know what I'm saying, his actions, it speaks otherwise. But I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
shit, let's go, bro.
You know what I mean? Like if you like, I mean, it's obviously not just about the fact that he's in public openly with a coworker, with a fellow coworker, and he's like doing this in public. But it's like, bro, you have a whole. Why, like, what did you tell your wife, bro? You're going to a Coldplay concert with the homies?
Yeah.
Like, how did you know what I mean? Like, what? It doesn't make sense. But I mean, you have all the money in the world, and you're not happy with it, and you got to go do something else and jeopardize whatever you got going on, and you know I guess that's what you get.
I mean, with money like that, bro, you can easily just like, you know what I mean, order yourself a pizza and something else. You feel me?
You could fly into San Diego and cross to Hong Kong if you wanted to with all that money.
Hey, what about his statement where he said, I also want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment became public without my consent. I respect artists and entertainers, but I hope we could still think more deeply about the impacts of turning someone else's
Fucking
life into a spectacle.
Quoted Coldplay at the end.
His friend once saying, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Like, what?
Coldplay.
This dude is a goof, bro.
What the hell?
Do you think he's cheated before, bro, or you think this is the first time? He's not a professional, that's for sure. He has no game.
I mean,
Yeah, for
he's
sure.
probably cheated and not got caught, obviously, because you're at a fucking Coldplay concert
Yeah.
and you're the CEO of a company, like, and you just didn't think about it, like you're one of your higher ups, one of your fellow higher ups, and you just don't care that much.
I mean, who's got more game? This CEO that took the bitch to the Coldplay concert, or the dude that got caught with the torta on the Honda Accord?
That's a good question.
I'd say the dude that got caught with the female in Honda, but then again, he's a mechanic. Maybe he's tight on money, bro. You know what I mean? Like a Honda Accord is levels, bro.
Could have gave her a discount, fucking on a break, on a fucking switching some brakes and some rotors.
And it looked like it was daytime in that picture too.
That shit was. That was for sure.
You didn't even find yourself a blind spot, bro.
That was definitely his lunch break.
Yeah, it was
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking torta.
It was free breaks for fucking Honda Accord. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Free breaks.
Whatever it's worth, I guess.
Motherfuckers be having the barter system popping off sometimes, huh? Like,
That's just crazy though, because he got caught with his wife, or his wife recorded that.
yeah.
That was when they came up to the car and recorded.
And who put her up on game to know that they were over here doing this? Co-worker.
Air
you know what I mean?
tags.
But I tell you, fate is a crazy fucking thing for
man.
to get kiss cammed at a concert while you're with you know what I mean? To be that high, like it's just crazy. Like
That is just like, that's God telling you that, you know what, your reign is over with. Your reign.
that's an
is-
ego check.
That's good, bro. Thank
That's
you.
a fucking ego check.
That's a sick ego check, man.
I'm good. That one hit me. That's how much I don't drink anymore.
Let's what else you got for us?
I was
Casey?
gonna talk to you guys about this this new track that dropped by will.i.am, East LA, a tribute to Boyle Heights. Have you heard it?
I haven't heard it, but I saw it on.
I heard it.
Instagram.
I heard it, and I really wanted to support it. But the way those dudes are rapping on there, bro, it's just like
It's horrible.
It's like blood in, blood out, bro.
Yeah, because I remember him being on Drink Champs and him talking about the fact that he grew up with.
Yeah, so he grew up in Estrada Courts in Boyle Heights.
Okay.
So yeah, he grew up in obviously a Mexican American.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know he grew up in Estrada.
Yeah, he
Courts.
grew
Neighborhood.
up. He grew up with Mexicans, bro.
Yeah, that's the gutter too. Estrada Courts.
Yeah, I believe that's V&E right there.
Yeah, it's V&E. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, Lucky, you wanna? It's horrible. I mean, I'll tell you, it's horrible. It's like like we were saying, blood in, blood out, kind of like rap style. It's almost like making a mockery in a sense.
It's like cosplay at the fucking Santa Fe
yeah.
Springs swap meet, bro.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, nah, for sure. I see
The
what
way
you're saying.
you got to listen to it, bro, and you understand. We can't play it live right here. We'll get demonetized.
Nah, for sure.
But that whole, so I see someone saying haters right there. It's not a hater, bro. It's just, it's our opinion and my personal perspective on it. That it's just like Come on, bro. Like, you are an absolute legendary artist.
Yeah.
You could have done better than that, bro. And you know what you could have even done better? You could have got one of these little homies that are from that area, Boyle Heights, to rap on you with the track, and that would have been paying the most homage to Boyle Heights.
Or paid your respects to the community differently. I feel like too, like, you know, if you did want to do it, I mean, there's nothing wrong with what he did. Like, I guess there's nothing wrong with what he did, because I mean, you're paying your respect somehow, but you're bringing attention to, you know, an area, a historic area, you know, that of LA and East LA. But, you know, I feel like there's other ways he could have went about it, you know. But then again, I have yet to listen to the song. But I feel like if it was
mute it for a second and play it for him real quick. Lucky, you want?
I can just listen to it after. But
Yeah,
I feel what you're saying though. Just from seeing the visuals of it, you know what I mean. I see, and it is at a time that, you know, like what we spoke about earlier, how, you know, certain people aren't speaking up on the issues at hand that are going on in the communities. Like, you know, I don't know. I guess I take it personally because my homie's parents got taken in a raid like not that long ago. So I'm like, that shit kind of like hits home. You know what I'm saying? Like, came to the east side and like shattered windows just off of a warrant, you know, and dragged his parents out of the house. You know what I'm saying? And ripped the family apart. Like that's kind of like, you know. So anybody that can bring light to these kind of situations, I guess in the best way possible, then that's one way to do it. But I guess the timing is right, but I mean, I've yet to listen to the song.
But speaking on the timing, right? Yes, the timing is right, but the dude wrote the song before the timing, and he said that too.
Okay,
he said in an interview, if I heard correctly, that he wrote the song before the ICE raids.
Okay,
you know,
yeah, I didn't
and so then it's just kind of like a song that he had in the vault. Like, artists have songs in the vault. And then all of a sudden something happened. He's like, oh, this kind of like, you know what I mean, pays homage to, let's release it. Like, nah, bro, you should have, like, you could have used your platform, get live footage, protest, raids, this, that, and spoke on that if you really wanted to pay homage. Yeah. So it's like you're paying homage, but you're not really speaking on the current events of what's happening. And that would have been, so maybe he's a little bit on the fence and he doesn't want to rattle it too hard, you know what I mean? Because it is a business and there's people that surround his business. And a lot of artists are conservative and they did vote for Trump. They did vote for secure borders, bro. They did vote for like all that stuff. You know what I mean? As an American, a lot of people want secure borders, you know what I mean? But you don't really, like, I think we all want that, but you don't really know what it is until you see it happening right in front of you. And like you said, to your friend's family, your homie's family, you know? Yeah. And then now that just affects you differently because you are seeing it. Yeah. Like,
and hit close to home because this is one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying, my kana. And it's like, he just like, his family got torn apart. So that's why I kind of like, you know, it hits home with a lot of stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, you know, to each their own, like I said, and whatever they, you know, whatever Will.i.am feels is right. But, you know, I can't get mad at supportive of Raza, you know what I mean, in any light. But, you know, it's to each their own. Like I said,
have you been out there? I don't really want to get into this too much because we've really just done too much with this conversation. And it was needed to be had, bro. But I just don't want to be a broken record on this. But just to touch on it because it is a current event as well. You know what I mean? And we're already speaking a little bit on it. Have you been out to any protest
in Oceanside?
Oceanside,
yes, in Oceanside. So on Canyon and Mission Avenue. There was one. That was done, and of course I wanted to go out and show my support, not to get too like into the political conversation. I mean, not even politically, but just culturally, you know. Just in support of the fact that, you know, my grandparents came here with a dream, you know, not to say whether it was legally or illegally, but without that dream I wouldn't exist. So, you know, they came here with goals and they raised a great family and they raised children that ended up becoming successful in the fields that they decided to go into, and they didn't lose their culture in the process. Came here from Morelia, Michoacan, you know what I mean, and really just built from the ground up and worked their asses off. My grandpa was a carpenter, and my grandma worked at a Long's Drugs for like years, you know what I mean, and so I take a lot of pride in that.
You said long drugs?
Yeah, what used to be CVS.
Yeah, that's old school, brother. I remember that.
So I just take a lot of pride in that fact. So it's not like I go out there and try and do it for, you know what I'm saying, for any other reason. It's just the fact that, you know what I mean, I support people that come here with that dream and want to grow. And of course, I mean, you know, if people come here, I feel like a lot of people have voice that they go against people that come here illegally. Teach their own. If that's what you want to do, if that's what you believe, so be it. But you know what I mean? I really just support people that believe in that dream, because like I said, if that dream wasn't to be had, then I would not be here.
Amen, brother. Amen. You said that very, very, very well, bro. You're such a sharp dude, brother. I mean, and I love it when I have sophisticated dudes like yourself on here, bro, that can really share a thought on the fly. You know what I mean?
I try, but I try and like word it the right way, so that way it's like I'm not trying to bash nobody else's opinion, because opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Just don't rub it on everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I just try and speak about it the best way possible that I can, but still just share my opinion and what I believe in, because what I believe in is the dream. You know, I have a dream. We all have a dream. We're all chasing it. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if people have come here differently, then, you know, so be it. Like I said, I don't want to get into the political side of it, because there are a lot of mishaps that can come with people, you know, coming over or whatever, but it's just, you know, to each their own, you know, and I just want to see people succeed and
Absolutely.
live their life to the fullest and take advantage of the time that they have here on earth, because it's a short trip. And if you can make it happen during that trip, then so be it. And God willing, and God be with you. So, you know, I just want everybody to succeed, like I said.
You think it's one and done, bro? You think there's an afterlife? Do you think you were here before?
I believe in God 100%. I believe in God. I believe in a higher power, and I believe that you know, my relationship with God is my relationship with God, but I do believe in God 100%. And I mean that doesn't, you know, not to specify on what religion I follow or whatever it is, but I do have a personal relationship with God. I talk to him daily, through the good and the bad. I don't just talk to him during the bad times and ask for forgiveness or ask for a blessing, but I talk to him during the good times, and there are a lot of thank yous in that conversation for the things that I'm grateful for and the things that I have.
Amen,
because
bro.
without God, I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't have, and that have been here during the first time that I was here, when I had just started rapping fucking 9 months before that. You know what I'm saying?
You had been rapping only 9 months before that?
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
My first project was dropped in January of that year. So it was like I had just started rapping. So it was like without, you know what I mean? Without the faith in myself and the faith in something, you know what I mean? Like it led me to be here. And obviously, again, you know what I'm saying? I'm alive. I'm still alive 3 years later to have been back on this show, and I'm grateful for that.
A lot of people, that's powerful, bro. And people need to, that needs to breathe from it, in the sense that people need to resonate that type of common sense within their two ears, and understand that we should be thoroughly grateful for whatever the fuck we have.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and what we're allowed to go through. You know what I mean?
And that doesn't include the religious side of it. My bad. I didn't
No, go ahead,
I didn't
brother.
want to cut you off.
No.
But that doesn't include the religious side of it. Like, that doesn't mean that you have to be a certain religion to follow that or to believe that. But, you know, just to you know, believe and just have that conversation or that belief in whatever you believe in. It doesn't have to be Jehovah. It doesn't have to be Buddha. It doesn't have to be God. It doesn't have to be Jah. Whatever you follow, like, it just, as long as you have a positive mindset and believe in that righteousness and believe in good, and follow that path.
Yeah, as long as you're a good human being, you're a good neighbor, man.
Real life. Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what causes a lot of disruption within religion, is when people start putting titles to what they're talking about.
Yeah.
If we didn't put no titles to what we were talking about in regards to religion, we'd all be talking about the same motherfucking thing, bro.
Literally.
You know, like I want good for you. I want, you know what I mean? I want longevity. I want health for you. You know what I mean? Everything I want on me, I want on you. You know what I mean? Because I believe that is the good nature of believing in a higher power.
Yep. For
Not believing in a higher power to eliminate an entire race. You know what I mean? That's now, we're extreme. You know what I mean? We're doing too much, and there's that in.
Yeah, it all translates differently. It all translates differently wherever you're at. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I said,
even in the
teach your
same
own.
religions. You know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You take a O out of good and you add a D to evil. What do you got? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it all translates differently. through different regions. It's to each their own, but it's, you know, automatic. Like, obviously, it just leads to good and bad, and positive and negative, and you know, morality. You know, being good morally. You know,
that's what I try to be. That's what I try to be without putting a label on anything, bro. I try to be good, bro. You know what I mean? And that's all we can strive to do.
Yeah.
Be good to ourselves, be good to our family, be good to our neighbors, and you'll have blessings coming. I mean, the more I, you know, try to be good, you know what I mean, in a layman's terms maybe, you know, the more blessings that I get, bro. You know, the more you look out for people, the more you're going to get, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if you're just a bitter, fucked up person that's just blaming everybody for everything, you're going to attract a whole lot of negativity and just some bullshit in your motherfucking life, bro.
Yeah, and that's that is one big thing too. I just that's another thing is I just to speak on the thing that I said earlier with time. Like I just you know, time is just so precious, and I don't have time to, you know, deal with negative shit. Like I just don't. I have no time to waste on negative shit. I might be going tomorrow, so I'm not finna sit here and waste my time on some negativity, because that's not gonna put no money in my pockets.
Well, there's somebody right now in a hospital that's dying of cancer, and they wish they can be healthy and being deported right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm not sorry, but that's just real facts right there.
Nah, for
There's
sure.
people that be like, hey, that'd be a blessing to be healthy and but everybody, you know, has their circumstantial thing, you know.
Yeah.
And we rate it from there, you know, from a 0 to 10. And these people's situations that are getting deported, it's potentially a 10, you know?
Yeah.
Easy, especially if you're breaking up families, you're leaving family members behind. I get that. I'm compassionate about it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I couldn't look the other way on that, bro, because I was like, nah, you know what I mean? And between my two ears, that is wrong, bro.
Yeah.
That is wrong. But you can always look at it on the flip side and be like, well, you know what? Fuck it. This is a part of my journey. You know what I mean? And then now what we can do within a community is we can figure out how we can help those people that are now being sent, you know, to back to wherever, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And there's power in the community, and I've contributed within that, and I believe it does help these situations, you know, and that's all you can do, bro. You know what I mean? I can't save the world, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can right my wrongs, and I can do my due diligence and pay something forward in a sense to help the wrong or whatever you want to call it, even though I didn't vote for that, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't vote for motherfuckers to get families apart. Nah, bro. I just voted for a better economy and for us not to be so motherfucking weird with fucking trannies and all this other weird ass shit that was trying to be implemented as a norm in this world, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, and I respect, I respect trannies too, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you a dude and you want titties and a mini skirt, you know what I mean? That's cool, bro, but you just ain't gonna be using the same bathroom as my kids, homie.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know?
It's understandable.
As a father, you know what I mean? I think that's not too much to be, you know, asked for. But anyways, Casey, do we have anything else on our
Yeah, check this out. Joe Biden was recently on, Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, was recently on Channel 5. And he talks about multiple things. He goes on a rant about deportations and basically says the F word the whole 4 or 5 minutes. And then he also talks about how his crack addiction began in 2016 when he left rehab, went to Lincoln Park in D.C., and he ran into a crackhead from his past life named Bicycles. Bought some crack, and the rest was history.
He said he made that shit himself. He said he made the crack himself. And shout out to Channel 5 and my dog Andrew, because he did that shit. I remember he posted that he has a big interview on the way, and that shit.
Oh, so you know the dude that interviewed this dude?
Andrew, that's the homie, man. He stopped by Oceanside not that long ago to the studio and said what's up. But yeah, I met Andrew fucking on Fremont in Vegas, and we drank Henny together. I was blacked out because he was with the homie from SAC, and I ran into the homie from SAC, and he took me to Andrew, and I was like, holy shit, like Andrew, like Channel 5 is just, he does the craziest interviews. When he came to Oceanside, he was on his way to TJ to interview a politician from Mexico. Okay. That interview came out already, but that's why I said it. But yeah, Andrew's the homie, man. He does some crazy fucking interviews.
Hook me up with him, bro. Maybe we get him on Hood Stocks.
I got you. I'll tap that in for sure. He interviewed Lefty, and that they dropped that interview as part of like the Dodgers winning the World Series type thing. Like they made a whole thing like interviewing people in the streets when they were celebrating, and dude that blew his hand off with a firework or with a firecracker. No, it was somebody during the parades that actually did that. But I saw the 4 extra thing. Man, that shit's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? That's a real one, and for him to have gone through that, it's just like fuck, man. But
yeah, bro. And so they were saying that there was a certain fireworks that we buy off the streets that were just like basically made in a real cheap and a fucked up way. A short fuse.
Yeah.
That was happening to there was a lot of videos going up of shit just like as soon as they hit it, pop, that shit goes, bro.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. It's happened down there too. There was one that went viral of a kid at the Vista skate park. And the same thing, he did it, and it was like a whole video of his hand just like blown off, like fingers gone. Like it looked like a fucking what's the Bugs Bunny cartoons they used to have? Yeah, it just looked like it just exploded off. You know what I'm saying? There was no fingers, no nothing, and he was at the skate park and that shit happened. But yeah, that's just crazy.
I seen the gruesome picture with 4 extra, man.
Yeah, that was super unfortunate.
That shit was flying around on Instagram and the social media platforms.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa, bro, like he lost like half his fucking hand, dog. You know, shout out to that dude, man.
He posted saying it was fixed though, so I'm like, I'm hoping shit. You know what I'm saying? I know how much I see how much he likes to catch fades, so hopefully he keeps that hand so that way, you know what I'm saying, he could squabble, but
gotta start using elbows.
Fortunate. I'm using knees, everything. My hand is blown off. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a backhand, but it's gonna be like the craziest backhand from like, you know what I mean? Just from a recovering hand.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
100%. You know, whatever's any means necessary.
Yeah, I just
to win that fight. You've been on No Jumper before, right?
I have.
What do you think about all that stuff that's happened in recent times with No Jumper, man? It seems like, bro, they're kind of like, I don't know, man. They're just kind of like
I haven't really tapped in with it recently, honestly. I mean, I've seen certain things like Sharpe being off of there and Almighty Suspect not being on there anymore.
Federal indictment that happened with the 60s.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I don't really, you know, I'm not really too tapped in with Adam. I mean, Adam did hit me up directly when I did the interview, and he reached out, and you know, when I got there, it was smooth sailing. You know what I mean? And you know, but I'm not too sure what was going on. But
it's an interview that any artist is gonna take to promote their shit, bro.
For sure. And I just try to be in there with the best. In the best mental state that I could have been in. But obviously, like, being here before that really, like, helped me understand that platform and, like, what it meant to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
on a live interview or something.
You know what I mean? And so it definitely, you know, but I don't know. I don't know. With all the controversies that happened and whatever they got going on over there, you know, I don't know. But it's some crazy shit, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, man. You got to be careful, bro, when you have these platforms. You know what I mean? So it's easy for me, being a street dude, bro, to be cautious, not only for myself but for my guests, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want any of my guests to get themselves in any type of bad predicament from doing an interview, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna try to pull out some shit that you should not be talking about live on a podcast, because I feel like I have a responsibility, bro, to hold up the integrity and just being a solid platform, bro, to make sure that my guests, you know, because sometimes they're young, bro. They young, dog. You know, and they ain't, you know, I gotta just make sure that they don't go down a road that can be detrimental for themselves and their career and their livelihood and their freedom, you know?
Yeah, and you come from a place that you understand that, and it's you know, when you're moving and grooving in the streets, and you know, you yourself, you know what I'm saying, you're a representation of a whole, not only a hood, but a whole section of a very important city that has a reputation. You yourself have, you know what I mean? So it's like, you understand how to step and how to maneuver in the streets.
I know the consequences, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
I know the consequences of these streets.
Yeah.
And these consequences on these streets, bro,
are
catastrophic, bro. If you're stepping on the wrong side of the line.
Yeah.
You know, and since I've been through those things and been through them yards, those, you know, crazy shit within my own self, my personal experiences, Like, I don't want nobody going through that shit, bro. So we got to move, we got to move correctly. And I always have these conversations with the fellas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, just be careful, dog, because all agencies are listening, you know? The streets are listening.
It can get ugly in a heartbeat, you know what I'm saying? And it's a shirt that we can't take off no matter how dirty it gets. So
yeah,
we just got to move in the best way possible and think 10 steps ahead.
I think always the best way to move is just to be yourself. Because I think naturally we're really good. We're naturally like we're good. And if you're not naturally good, then you're just a fucking bad human being, bro. You just.
There's something out there like that.
Yeah, 100%. There are, bro. Like there are. They just can't help themselves. Like their thought process is fucking evil, bro. But I think overall, the big percentage, when you have the fellas, you have the homies. I think we're just good people that have been through some bad things and maybe have done some bad things, and a lot of it has to do with intoxication, drugs, altering your mind state, you know what I mean? And stepping out of the person that you really naturally are, you know what I mean? So I still think to this day that all of us are we're really naturally good people that make, at times bad decisions.
Yeah, life-altering decisions, like a fucking change your life or change the other person's life, depending on what you're doing. But yeah, it can definitely get ugly quick.
And you know what, dudes that like yourself that are within the rap game, and you around these dudes, that got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Sometimes they might be in your music videos. These are the homies, bro. You know what I mean? People
I grew up with. People that I call family.
Everybody's living their life, like they doing them, you doing you. But it doesn't necessarily just because they in the video together, you guys are doing it together. No, like we collaborating, we shining the light. We got the homies on here, bro. But sometimes you obviously are moving in a different direction, which is a positive direction. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, I try and do it in representation of my city and the section that I grew up in. And the homies, and I mean, like I said, the homie who I was talking about earlier, whose parents had got deported or got detained. I was just talking to him the other night, and we were, right after the music video, and he was just basically telling me how proud he was of me, and how he wanted me to succeed. And I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to do it for all of us. And then his response every time is, nah, you do it for you and Gio, who's my son. He's just like, you do it for you guys, and we're here to support.
That's a real one.
But I'm just trying to do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do it for everybody. I'm trying to do it for, the family, the kids, the people that I have at home. It's just like I'm just trying to win for all of us,
Because if you win, your team wins.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because if the dude that you're supporting, maybe in a music video, bro, like, you want him to have the best music video. You want the music video to do numbers. You want the single, the song to do numbers, the album, whatever it is, because that shit trickles down to everybody, bro. Success from one man, if he's a good man, and I believe you're a good man, it's gonna trickle down to everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been blessed to even be on this type of platform, and like the homie that I had shouted out on the last one, the homie Dopey from the east side, from the neighborhood I grew up in, which is Barrio Pozole. But you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Barrio Pozole, man.
Yeah, the homie Dopey, he does tattoos. You know what I'm saying? And Robles Tattoos, that's my boy. But as soon as he found out last time, and even this time that I was coming back on, he's a big, you know what I'm saying? He follows everything that you do too, and like all your episodes, all your podcasts.
Shout out to him,
before
bro.
we even, you know what I'm saying? That I even came on here, but he you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all support and it's all love, and you know what I mean? That's all I could ever ask for. But I just want to see them succeed too. Like that, like, you know what I'm saying? They're people of great character, and even just, I mean, all the Oceanside, not even just the east side, but like there's so much potential and so much, growth that can happen in the city that, if we could bring light and attention, and I'm talking about me and the other artists from Oceanside, the people that are, content creators from Oceanside, and people that are trying to be actors, and it's just like we just want the city to grow so much, and I understand, like, we're in between LA and Oceanside, or LA and San Diego, so it's like Oceanside is a place that can easily get lost on a map, but it's like we just want to make it known that it's like we're here to stay, and we have a culture that we're proud of, that we want to show the world, and you know what I mean? That's what we want to do. And like I said, that it doesn't matter if you're from the east side, west side, Tri-City, Libby, the deep, mid, whatever, you know what I'm saying? South O, you know, just shout out to all the places in the city that are really trying to make it happen. All in North County, you know what I'm saying? Oceanside, Vista, San Marcos, Esco, Carlsbad, all the way down to San Diego. So it's just like we're just trying to really put it on the map because it's a place that can be easily overlooked. And a lot of the times, a lot of people that I do talk to from these other places know about Oceanside because of either the music or something like that, or because they were locked up with somebody that was from Oceanside. Because we have a lot of reputable places, you know what I'm saying? A lot of reputable people. And you know, it's just we're just really trying to make it happen for the city and just trying to bring success collectively to the city, and that's all we want to do. No matter, even if I don't see eye to eye with some of the other artists that are from there or the people that are trying to put the city on the map as well, like we have the same goal. We wear the same fucking shit that says Oceanside. When we leave the city, we're a representation of Oceanside. You know what I'm saying? To the fullest, 10 toes down. That's what I do. Like I just try and represent the city the best way I can. So when people that are places that, like when I talk to people in Seattle or I meet people in the Bay, it's just like they don't automatically associate with me in San Diego. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing about San Diego. Much love to San Diego and everything that it represents, but it's like they know, you know what I'm saying, like this is Oceanside, you know what I'm saying, which is all I've ever wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, I rock the clothes, I got it tatted on my back. Like I love where I'm from. Every bit of it.
You got the SD on the side of your neck.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. You know what I mean? Just because, you know what I'm saying? Oceanside is San Diego County, but I do have Oceanside tatted on me, and you know, we just try and represent it the best way we can, and no matter where we go, it's our love.
Casey, you down to take a couple phone calls before we wrap it up?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Put the number up. I got mad love for San Diego, man. You know, being an LA dude. Even back in the 90s, man, I was just like, man, Chicano rap lives in fucking San Diego, you know, because I feel like they've been the best representation of Chicano rap, you know what I mean? San Diego, and I'm talking about, you know, Mr. Shadow, yeah. Little One, I mean, Night Owl, rest in peace, you know what I mean? I actually had his old lady that was supposed to come on the podcast, and if you're listening right now, please get back at me so we can get you on the podcast. Sometimes interviews go through my fingers and shit because I'm just running and gunning, and I just...
Yeah, it's easy to get lost in a lot of things, especially when you're dealing with so much, you know?
Bro, so many good interviews have been lost in the sauce, and not because it was intentional, it happens. Like, you know, you got a text message or a DM, and all of a sudden it gets drowned by all the other latest text messages and DMs, and you're like, fuck, what was the fucking phone number? What was the Instagram handle? You know what I mean? Like, but I always like 100% want to make a point to shine light on San Diego, because San Diego is just a fucking monster, bro. It's a powerful fucking community of homies that I have done time with, bro. SD car in the penitentiary yards ain't to be fucked with, bro. Them dudes about their business, dog. Yeah, don't play with it.
SD got heavy hitters for
sure. Heavy hitters for sure, dog. They ain't playing no games. Let's get this phone call right here. Bob, hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
From OC.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question for Bishop.
What's the deal?
To Hood Stocks. The question is, would you ever do a collab with Desi Hollow from Oceanside?
I mean, nah, I can't really answer that one. You know, I guess based on past things, that's not really an option right now.
Ooh, that's interesting in the sense that you guys were out of the same camp, and so you haven't done you've never done a song with Desi Hollow?
Never.
Damn, that don't make no sense to me, bro.
Yeah,
you guys are out the same camp.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, you know what I mean? Like
you were out the same camp.
Yeah, even when I was on here, you know what I'm saying? Showed a lot of love. Always gave him his flowers.
Which you did. I remember that.
Yeah, and then there was, I don't know if it was miscommunication or if it was just hate going towards me, but there was a lot of shit that I heard that was said behind my back, and I really don't fuck with that. And so there was never a chance for me and him to speak about that. We've never been, you know what I'm saying, when we're in the same room, we don't really, you know, talk. But yeah, no, I don't, you know, that's something I can't really answer right now. I'm not bashing on him. He's killing it, and he's doing his thing, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. And, you know, he really paved the way for a lot of us Oceanside artists. And, you know, but as of right now, on a personal note, I can't really answer that.
I want to say this real quick. Lucky probably can't name one homie from San Diego. Goofy, Logan Heights. Shut your ass up, OG Smoker. That was my dog on the yard once upon a time ago. And it's unfortunate bro, that has happened with Desi Hollow, man. Desi Hollow, when we had him on here, he's an interesting dude, bro. You know what I mean? In the sense of like, he's interesting, bro. You know what I mean? So, I'm sorry to hear that, bro, and I don't want to add fuel. I don't want to throw gasoline on a match. Feel me? I'm not trying to pump nothing up. I'm not trying to get you to say anything out so we can run a viral clip, because that's not my get down. Even though sometimes those are fun to have in the you know what I mean, within
clip farming.
Yeah, the podcast realm. It's like, oh, I'm clipping that. Let's move on. Let's get off that conversation, bro. Keep it respectful to Bishop Snow and Dizzy Hollow. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me get you on this right here, bro. Hey, go ahead, brother. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey,
Hey.
my name is Val from Dallas, Texas. I just wanted to give you guys a shout out and the chat a shout out. I love watching y'all's podcast.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Val from Dallas, Texas. Are you a fan of Bishop Snow? You fuck with his music?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Shout out Dallas. Shout out
All
Texas.
right.
All of Texas.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Val from Dallas, Texas.
That's right. Much love.
Thank you, Val. Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Sometimes females are hesitant when they call in. You know what I mean?
It's understandable.
Yeah, because Casey is a sick-ass pervert, bro. You know what I mean? He's always saying some outlandish shit.
Look. I just look over, he smiles, he doesn't even respond. He's just grinning.
So Casey's been with us for a lot of years, bro. But maybe when you were here, bro, me and him, like we're like he is like I got my girl, bro. Like I got my lady, I got my baby. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, but you know, second comes this fool right here. So sometimes when we be broken up. Where's Casey at? Oh, they're broken up right now. Hey, you know who we had from San Diego recently? We had a little homie named Little Sins.
I've heard of him actually, because he's working with what producer is he working with? I know I've seen him on social media for sure, but I mean, a lot of people from San Diego are doing their thing right now.
Bro, that dude came, and usually rappers come, bro. Not you, bro, but we'll talk about the secure rappers, like the gangsters. You know what I mean? The fools that are just like, shh, I pull up by myself. That's Bishop Snow, right? But so I thought when Little Sins was coming, he was gonna come with a bunch of fucking like a fucking 100 Edgars, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you.
And I love this little dude because I'm gonna share a little story with you guys. You know who Little Sins came with? He came with his mama.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
And his mama didn't come inside the studio. She waited for him outside.
Oh, damn.
And that right there is to me, bro, that's just super love. And that's the innocence of some of these young homies trying to pursue their dreams. He said, Mama, I got an interview in LA with Hoodstocks. Yeah. Would you please give me a ride? Like, he could have probably got a ride from one of his homies and shit, but that's
support. That's real. It takes a village, you know?
His mom brought him here, bro. And I wish he would have brought his mom in here because she's probably like the same age as me, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That would have been cool to have her like in the environment. I feel like it changes a lot of people's perspective on it.
I would have loved to have shown her love, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like he loves his mom, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But anyways, and it's great when someone has that support system, a young bro. Like he's 18 years old, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, you can't drink here, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we ain't gonna be smoking weed on the lot together, you know what I mean? You know? Because they still babies. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Lugs?
What's up,
County?
Hey, what's up, doggy?
Hey, what's up, homeboy? Keep doing what you're doing. Much love out here. You know, you're doing a good thing. Hey, homie, I just wanted to come and show my respect, bro.
Oh, yeah.
My dog. I love
Shout
you,
out
brother.
OC.
OC, baby.
Hey, homie, stay up, all right? Have
Thank
a good one. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, doggy. Love, brother. The community right here at Hoodstocks is small, but we're really strong, man. We're really strong, and I appreciate you guys when you call in just with little phone calls like that, man. That's just love, that's support. You know what I mean? When you see some of these younger homies, I mean, you still young, you still in your prime, the babies, right? I mean, do you ever like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck with this little fool, let me reach out to him, or is that within your management that hooks you up with people to collaborate?
Nah, we're pretty old. I don't know if you want to answer that one, but I'll answer that after.
Okay, yeah, let me answer this real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on. You're on Hood Stocks, talk to us.
Yo, what up, man? This Hoodstock?
Yes, sir.
What's happening with y'all, man?
Chilling, man.
I've been watching y'all, man. I've been watching y'all for the last, 3-4 years.
Appreciate you, brother.
That's solid.
What's old boy's name?
Bishop Snow.
Bishop Snow?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, man. Shout out Oceanside, man. Y'all look real comfortable right there, too, though, bro. Y'all look real comfortable.
Yeah, we chilling, bro.
Yeah, nah, chilling.
For sure, man. I just wanted to tap in real quick, man.
What's your name? Where you calling from, bro?
I just want to say this, though, bro. My name Miguelito, man. I'm from Stockton, man.
Oh, okay.
Stockton in the house. Love for Stockton, bro.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some good homeboys from Oceanside too, man. Shout out Oceanside, man.
That's right. Shout out Stockton, man.
They active.
Yeah, shout out Stockton. That's right. Y'all doing y'all thing right now for sure.
Yeah, I just want to say the kids, bro, and say the planet, my dude.
Hell yeah, that's always the plan.
How do you save the kids on the planet? Shoot, you got 30 seconds.
How to save the kids in the planet?
30 seconds. Let's go.
You got to save yourself first.
Ooh, let's go.
Solid
and then
answer.
you gotta pray, and then you gotta be kind too. Make sure you be kind, man, because kindness makes the world go around.
Kindness.
So choose love instead of hate.
That's a solid answer. That's a solid explanation too. Shit, for sure.
Choose love instead of hate.
Hell yeah.
But it's so easy to
Absolutely, my boy. Hey, we don't play games out here, man. You know what we play?
Bitches.
We play music.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah. We play music, man. Hey, teach the kids how to be pianists and guitar players and bass players and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
You know?
I appreciate
and teach them how to box and how to fight and how to defend themselves. Because if you know how to fight before you know how to pick up a gun, then you're a lame ass fool.
Yeah, I agree, brother. I agree. Catch the fade, bro. 100%.
Hey, bud, hey, shout out to the homies, though, man. Y'all stay up, bro. Stay up.
Thank you. We got a lot of love from up north, bro. Like, bro, I'll tell you, like, Northaniels reach out to me all the time, and they're like, look, when you in the city, when you in the Bay, when you here, when you there, you Stockton, Sacramento, I mean, so on and so forth. They're like, bro, we got you, bro.
They showed hella love, like, whenever I went up there, too. Yeah, shout out Gold Toes, who I actually met down here. But yeah, Gold Toes, man, I did that music video with Spanky Loco, and we put up on Gold Toes, and that shit was like mind blowing. But yeah, it was cool to be able to sit there and talk to him, and you know, somebody like Gold Toes. It was cool. It was cool, man.
So Gold Toes is a dude that I have a personal relationship with off the podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a great relationship with him. And one day he'll get his flowers.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he made different, bro.
Man.
A Northaniel coming down here to LA, bro, putting shit, he get heat. And he's like, look, I get heat from my side, bro. And I'm like, I know you do, bro. Just like I can get heat from this side, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We human, bro. But Gold Toes is you guys, like, if you're gonna support any Northaniel, if you're a Southerner, support Gold Toes, because he is actually, and I'll co-sign the dude, bro. He's actually a really good dude that just wants everybody to win, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? And especially if you're under him. Of course, he wants you to win, baby, because he wants that. He's a businessman, bro.
He bridged that gap up there with the black and the brown too. You know, from the get go. So
that been bridged,
a legend.
That been bridged,
for sure.
Bro.
Well, I mean, like musically, my bad.
But it started. No, it's not your bad, brother. And I'm speaking from a political side of the streets and the prison system.
Yeah.
That up north, it's a common fact, bro. It's that the blacks and the browns get along up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's get this next phone call right here. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
What's up, man? Checking in, Lucky.
Hey, my dog. What's your name? Where you calling from, brother?
Houston, Texas, man. You know, from the north side. You said the north side always shows you love. The north side of Houston shows you love too, brother.
Sheesh. I fuck with Texas, bro. Especially Houston, bro. H is up, my dog.
Shout out H now, man.
Yeah, let's go. What you want? What you talking about right now, brother? Talk to us, bro.
Man, look, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I went to the beach. I woke up. I turned on my hood stocks. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna say what's up to Lucky and them guests, man. And I heard Homeboy plays music or something like that.
No,
I used to be a drummer.
He's just into different genres of music, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, that's cool too, man. I listen to rock. I listen to everything, bro. You know, it's good to explore, man.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely, brother. It's good to broaden your horizon on an artistic level, especially musically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, hey, brother, I love to you, brother. Thank you, Houston, Texas. Stand the fuck up, dog.
Oh yeah, man. Already, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. So it's crazy with my algorithm and like YouTube. Sometimes it's like it plays me the fuck out. But really, I like to listen to opera, bro. Yeah. I really like, blues, bro.
Blues is amazing.
Oh, dog. Like there is so much amazing music, and music is vibrations, right?
Yeah.
And just to kind of like connect with different vibrations outside of maybe a genre that you're in, artistically is a really good thing to do. Sometimes I have rappers on here, and they know nothing. They don't even know about hip hop, to be honest. Yeah. And they rapping. They don't even know the history of hip hop. Or somewhat of a history, like old school artists. You know what I mean?
It's good to study it and have a knowledge of it, and especially when you're in a culture involved in it. You know what I'm saying? When you're constantly surrounded by it, it's good to have knowledge about it, for sure. And with music in general, but I mean, I just enjoy music. But having that knowledge of hip hop is amazing. It's amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to do your homework, bro.
Yeah. Makes you fall in love with it more, too. So that way you're not feeling like you're working. You're literally doing something you love, something that literally has come from such a crazy background and had such a, such an impact on people's lives. It's good to have. But blues, too. I love blues. Junior Kimbrough, great blues, great guitars. And going back to Jimi Hendrix, like, just the blues influence that he had on him and just the sound that he did.
How old was Jimmy when he died? Was he the 27?
27 Club.
Yeah, the 27 Club.
Him, man. Jim Morrison, Amy Winehouse. Who else? Was Janis Joplin?
I think
27
so,
Club?
Yeah. I think so, too.
Yeah.
Wow, you know your shit, bro.
Yeah, there was a lot in the 27 Club. That's crazy. Mac Miller was almost 27 Club.
If you can live in an era, like, and it doesn't have to be this era that you're in right now.
I'm about to give you the craziest fucking answer to this because I have a specific, because I've said this shit before.
What era would it be?
Fucking put me on the Sunset Strip in 1984 with an 8-ball, and I'm fucking having the greatest night of my life. I swear to God, I'm making everything happen tonight. Fuck it. I swear, bro. Like, just Hollywood in general, bro. You give me one night in Hollywood in the 80s, bro, with like whatever I want, and I'm fucking having a great time. I thought that through for some reason. I love the 80s. The 80s is cool, but like thinking about like LA in the 80s, bro, and like just
that's big hair bands,
bro. You know just like I'm just having the greatest fucking time of my life. You know what I'm saying? So
100%. I'm a huge fan of Jim Morrison.
Yeah,
like crazy, bro. Like I love Jim Morrison, and I believe his era was the 60s?
Yeah, the 60s.
The 60s,
late 60s, I think.
Yeah, I think it was around the 60s. Let's get this next phone call right here. Hey, you're on the Hood Stocks. Talk to us. Casey, is that
you? His Epstein prison wallet.
Oh yeah, Tom. Oh yeah, Tom.
Man.
Stomp 2 nights in a row just giving this dude.
Bro, that wasn't even a sound effect. Like, he was really making that fucking sound, bro. Like, the boy is fucking a suction cup, a human suction cup. Let's get this next phone call right here. That was amazing, brother. You got super talent, dog. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
What's up, Lucky? What's cracking, homie?
Chilling, my dog. What's your name?
Bishop Snow, man. Shout out to Bishop Snow.
What's the deal?
Appreciate you. Right here. Hey, Bishop Snow. Hey, real quick question. Who's your favorite all-time San Diego rapper out of everyone? Night Owl, Shadow, People, you name it. Slush the Villain, Santo, Royalty, both black and Hispanic. Who holds the crown, dog?
One of each?
Who holds the crown?
Who holds the crown?
One of each, yeah. One of each. Like, who holds the crown?
One of each as black? One of each is as black and Latino?
Yeah, Simon.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause there's a lot of talent up in NSD.
One of each, I would say. For the brothers, I would honestly, it's a tie because I know a lot of Mitchie Slick songs and I fuck with Mitchie tough, but J.O. has a lot of shit too.
J.O. feeling it.
That's just all time though, because there's a lot of artists like TC3 and you know what I'm saying, like KT Forms. There's a lot out there that are very talented. Raza, I would say probably Shadow.
Yeah.
I would say Shadow. I would say Shadow.
Shout out to the one right now. That low profile shit, I'm a big fan of that. I got so many other CDs, man, I'm a big fan of fucking the San Diego shit. As a matter of fact, I think it actually started in because we were the first ones to put it down for Chicano Rap.
Yeah, gracias. That's solid.
If you do your homework, the history actually started in SD, dog.
Oh yeah.
Low profile, plus the villain, all of them started. Besides Kid Cross and Pulper Single, but Chicano Rap wasn't poker RIP. Wasn't that popular.
Yeah, I feel like
put Chicano Rap on the map.
Yeah, I mean a lot of love to them, man. They made it happen for sure. Little Rob too, but I feel like overall, like even away from San Diego, I feel like my overall like Chicano rappers is Conejo. I feel like Conejo is like Conejo is the pinnacle. Yeah, he's the pinnacle.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
I think it was up there, but I would put Shadow above Conejo.
Okay,
that's my personal thing.
True.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who else I like and I fuck? That's John Zoo, baby.
Yeah. My boy, I appreciate you.
My love and support. Don't worry, I saw it.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, absolutely.
All
right, buenas noches. Oh shit.
So moving forward, brother, in your journey, bro. You know what I mean? You've had a chance to actually get a taste of, what you've gotten into.
Yeah.
Right? Like you kind of know what it is. You're able to just like, all right, I've been in it long enough. I put out enough music, I guess it's never enough, but you put out a lot of music videos. You put out a lot of music. Does the horizon look promising?
I mean, I have faith in the fact that it does, and that I'm doing what I love. So I'm gonna put every single bit of energy that I have into it. So I mean, I always feel like it's promising. I feel like I have a lot of faith in it, and I feel like if there was ever a second that I felt like it wasn't like that, I mean, of course, you go through every emotion trying to make this happen. Creatively, you go through your ups and your downs, which I mean, I just went through a super low creatively, like feeling like I just wasn't doing. Like nothing I was making was good at the time.
Recently?
Yeah, like May. Yeah, it was crazy. It was just, it was like.
Speak on that, brother.
I just felt like I wasn't thinking of nothing that was good, and I got caught up comparing myself to my old work, and really I just had to tell myself like, just you just have to try and do better. Which I mean now it's how do I explain it? It takes me, like, of course I sit there and I perfect my craft as far as the verses and the choruses, and I feel like I try to make everything right every time. And of course I try and make it so that way if it's something that I feel like I wouldn't listen to, then I'm not going to create it. But I just went through a creative low where I felt like I wasn't able to think of nothing. Like I was just in my head a lot. I overthink a lot. I overthink a lot of different shit. But I feel like I overthought the writing process I overthought myself to a point where I just wasn't making shit.
What puts you in that slump?
I don't know.
Because there's something that's got to lead up that puts you in somewhat of a slump like that. Like maybe a previous release that didn't get the traction you thought it was going to get. And so sometimes when you have a lack of success, and I'm just speaking openly, I'm not speaking in what maybe you felt.
No, that is true. That is true. That happens too. But I don't think that was the direct reason on why I felt the way that I felt. I just genuinely just didn't feel like anything that I was doing was good enough at the time, creatively. I felt like I wasn't able to really make anything that was like, up to my standards of good or even great. And I just got stuck in this weird loop where I just wasn't, which it kind of like, I got over it, obviously. It was just kind of like day in and day out. I was still writing, even though in my head I was just like, nothing I'm making is good. I was kind of eating myself alive with that. And I was still just forcing myself to try and write verses, whether it was 8 bars. I was trying to find YouTube beats that I could like maybe get myself out of that realm. Like I have a bunch of beats on my phone, but it just wasn't, nothing was cutting it for me. I felt like I couldn't do it, and I just kept going, and eventually I got out of the slump, and I was just like, and then I made the only song that I've made within the last month, which I mean, I had a lot of stuff before that. Like honestly, from this year and the amount of writing I've done, I have like 2 albums worth of music right now that's done. And I was writing up until like the beginning of May. And I think after May, I got kind of so caught up in the shows that I had to do and like trying to figure out the business side of things, and that I just wasn't creatively there. I was just kind of absent. But I shook it, and then I made I made a few songs, but I made the one that's coming out on Friday, with the Lookout Weekend sample. That one like kind of brought me back to life, which obviously it took time, it took practice, and it took me instilling confidence in myself again, to where it's like, it just really, it's just like going to the gym every day. You know what I mean? If I stop going to the gym, obviously I'm not going to see the results that I want, but working on that craft is the same thing, just consistency and just showing up every day to make it happen.
I want to shout out to Drill Side NYC. Obviously, you're from New York City. Would Bishop Snow, and thank you for the $5, brother. Would Bishop Snow collab with Young Active from San Marcos? I'm not familiar with that dude. Are you familiar with him?
Young Active, yeah. He's one of he's an artist from San Marcos. He's a younger artist that works with Lil Weirdo. Very talented. He's really good. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, I would work with him. I mean, I'm down to work with everybody. Like I'm not like, I try and it's not that I have to try and not have an ego to work with somebody. Like I don't. Like it's everybody's trying to do it creatively, and if you send me a good song and we're obviously connected on it, then it's like, let's make it happen. But yeah, Young Active is very talented, and he's from North County, San Diego, so he's making it happen for sure. Like shout out to him.
Have you ever heard of a rap superstar from Cypress Hill?
No.
Listen to Rap Superstar from Cypress Hill, and I personally think you should make a track similar to that.
Okay.
Yeah, listen to Rap Superstar, and it's with Cypress Hill.
From Cypress.
It's Cypress Hill, and it's with a band.
Okay.
A band in the background. You know what I mean? And I think you would be super hard. Listen to this song. Is anybody familiar with Rap Superstar from Cypress Hill? Talk to me in the chat. But I think, bro, I really think, since you brought up the conversation in regards to being influenced by bands, I think you need to be backed by a band, bro.
Yeah.
And you really need to just like take it to the next level. And I that's just me outside looking in. I'd love to hear you on a track like that, Rap Superstar, Cypress Hill. But what's your writing process? You know what I mean? Do you need to be, when you write, bro, do you have a process?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have to be in the studio per se. Like I'll write. I'll write at the crib. I'll write. It's super weird, but like I have to be in a closed area because I'm just so used to. I can't write in public because I'm just so used to like. I need to give the writing process my all, and I can't I can't write and then have to worry about what's going on around me. So I just like being in closed areas. So if I'm in the studio, I am in the studio by myself because I engineer my own stuff. So like the recording process for me, I just go in the lab, I start up the DAW that I work with, lay the beat in there, and then I record it myself and send it off to my engineer to mix it. But as far as the writing process, I mean, I can write at the crib or I can write in the studio, and I just honestly write on my phone. Like I have
the notes.
Yeah, my notes is like, I have 1,910 notes. It just, you know what I mean? Like it just goes forever.
Can we drop you a beat and you work one of those rhymes out?
I could. I do my rhymes to like specific beats. Like I don't really like going over other beats because whatever I write is specifically to that beat.
What if it's a fire ass beat?
Yeah, I could. Hold on, let me see.
You want to hear something? Let's hear something. Let's. Yeah, please, dog. Let's play with it a little bit, bro. You know what I mean? Let's play with the artistic side of you. Let's play this beat right here.
me try to find something.
Yeah, no, it's all good, bro. It's no pressure, bro. This is a Chop City right here, bro. We got different beats too.
Hold on, play that last one again.
Play that last one?
Yeah, I haven't had a song like
Okay.
Is this shit gonna drop? Is there gonna be a drop in it?
Yeah, it's coming right now.
Yeah, I think it's right here. Long nights, early mornings made the money come. Felt determined for this shit because I'm one of one. A little hope from the gutter made me risk it all. Cause I don't know how to have until God calls. I feel my prayers ain't delivered in a couple weeks. It got me stressing, so I'm thinking with a couple freaks. Got a solid woman with me through the tribulations. All I needed was some love and a little patience. My son growing too fast, so I teach him faster. What really matters is your family, and what I'm after will make the pain worthwhile. Cause I felt the rain. The shit I seen, guaranteed I'll never be the same. I ain't tripping, I would never change a thing. I be reaping what I sowed, this what being real brings. I paid my dues, ain't no time to be confused. I'm barking on my demons, had to knock him out the ring.
Hey.
I felt like that worked.
That worked, bro. That worked, bro. Thank you for sharing a little piece of your, you know what I mean, your notebook with us, bro.
I kind of fucked up on it, but I felt like I...
Nah, that shit was tight, bro. Shit was tight. And I love the way you rap, bro. It's got that, you know, you've heard it 100 times. I probably told you last podcast that it's just got that old school flavor, baby.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I grew up on. Like, I listened to a lot of East Coast rap, you know what I mean, growing up. And of course, West Coast rap had a big influence on mine. But, you know, it's just, you know, I love rap. I love rap as a whole, man. Like, that's what I love to do. Like, is make music. So, like, and I feel like I can properly vent myself through the music and through hip hop and laying those bars down. So that's just what I do. You know, that's what I love to do. I'm just it took me a while to get that confidence back in since May, but you know, that's what I love to do.
I'm glad, bro, that you worked it out. You know what I mean? Because me personally, brother, I think you're an amazing artist, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I think you and you know what? Shit. I mean, the numbers speak for itself. Like, if you go to this dude's Instagram, what's your Instagram again?
Bishop Snow _.
Bishop Snow _. If you guys go to this man's Instagram, man, the dude runs numbers, man. And you just got the look, you got the stilo. Right. You know what I mean? You got the package, brother.
Thank you.
You got the package, and I wish nothing but the greatest for you, bro, because you are the greatest out of Oceanside. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And I
appreciate that.
And I hope that, bro, that you receive the ultimate compliment, bro, and your as far as success. You know what I mean? And for people letting you know that you know what you're doing is great, bro, and you're able to just live and eat off that in a real way. You know?
Yeah. Thank you.
And that's kind of like the ultimate goal, right?
Yeah, for sure.
To be able to feed the family, eat off the music, the art.
Yeah. And enjoy it while I do it. If I love what I'm doing, then I don't see it as work. It's just me just chasing my dreams.
Yeah, which keeps you at times out your head.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
When it's coming in, it's just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like,
no, for sure. For sure. It's a blessing to be able to do it and to really like just be consistent with it and really just challenge myself with it. You know, I love it. It's from the bottom of my heart. Like, it's, you know what I mean? It's just what I love to do. So it's cool. It's a blessing.
Outside of music, what is your greatest blessing right now outside of music?
My son and the family that I've been able to, you know, have and build and grow with. You know, my son, he's very, very intelligent. He's growing. He's about to start school. He's 4 years old. His name's Giovanni. Like, he's just a great kid. You know, and he's cool as hell. He has a hell of a personality. He's into Minecraft. He loves Minecraft. You know, he's you know, we're working on his speech right now because he's so he hears English and Spanish at the same time, so he kind of mixes up the two sometimes. But he's fluent in both, so it's like it's helping. But that's what I want, you know. And he's growing, man. You know, Gio's my greatest blessing. I don't know where I'd be without him, and he came at a vital time. And that was why I started rapping, was because I had him in my life, and I was like, I just really want to make sure that I chase my dreams and really like just try and do it for him, you know. And you know, the family that we have at home, the girls' kids, you know what I'm saying? My girls' kids, she's just, you know, they're smart, they're intelligent, and you know, it's just a whole, you know, I felt like for a long time I didn't have a support system, and of course away from the team, and I mean, of course I had my homies and their families, which was the closest thing I had to a support system, but it wasn't like anything, it wasn't, you know, consistent to where it was like I had it when I went to the crib and like laid my head down at night. And so from going to, you know, the struggles that I went through at a young age, and then even like, you know, not having a crib to stay in and staying in the Caprice, like, you know what I mean? And then eventually being able to get out of that situation and be around family, you know, it's cool to have a crib to go to that's like, it's like welcoming, which at times it can be conflicting, because it's like I'm so used to being in survival mode that sometimes mentally I click back and I go to survival mode, which I don't want to do. But, you know, I try and break that and understand that, you know what I'm saying, the blessings have come and that I'm in a good spot. But obviously I'm not complacent or stagnant. Like I want more, and I want more for all of us, the whole family, for my son, for all of us. And we're just trying to grow. So, I mean, you know, I feel like that's the greatest blessing, is just the family. And I feel like the music is definitely a time of reflection and just looking forward to the positive things that it could bring, but I'm just trying to do it for all of us at the end of the day.
I love that you say that, bro, because sometimes we can get lost in the sauce in the entertainment world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be looking through some foggy ass motherfucking lenses, foggy ass blinders.
Yeah.
And think that, you know what I mean, something else is more important than the family. And I've been through that, bro, with this podcast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had my highs, I've had my lows, you know,
for sure.
and at the end of the day, bro, you gotta always say, if the music's gone or if this podcast is gone, what do I have after that? You know what I mean? And if you can say you have nothing, bro, then man, bro, you're really missing out, because sometimes we choose, especially rap artists, potentially sometimes choose the music before the family and let them lead them to destruction in a sense, you know what I mean? So you always gotta have a foundation, bro, because anything can be gone in the snap of a fucking fingers, bro.
Yeah.
But the family is forever there. The foundation is forever there.
It's the foundation, exactly. It's the foundation of it all, and it's what just keeps me going, just keeps me stable, you know? It's just, you know, it keeps me sane. So as well as the music keeps me sane as well, but just making sure I'm 10 toes with it, just being, you know, the best person that I could be, you know?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to you, brother. I mean, because sometimes we have rappers on here that are clearly got the wrong prescription on their lenses, so to speak. You know what I mean? And this dude is a real one right here. You know what I mean? Like, this dude is genuine. Like, he speaks from his heart. And I always want to promote homies like the homie Bishop Snow right here, because even though his interview was a couple years ago, whatever the fuck it was, 2022, we're in 2025. It's crazy. I still remember our interview, you know?
Yeah.
And he was genuine then, and he's genuine now, baby. Bishop Snow, baby. Let's go.
Thank you for having me again, bro.
Yeah, dog. Yeah,
Appreciate
we're going
you.
to keep it running, baby. We're going to keep it running, bro. We got to tap in from time to time, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But how can people support you right now? What are you doing, bro, that people can reach out and support?
The music is on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all of it. Bishop Snow is the artist name. I'm on Instagram, Bishop Snow _, TikTok, Bishop Snow. I'm you know, that's what it is. And we're working on getting the clothing on together, getting the food business together. So, you know, it's just, you know, there's gonna be more on top of that. But if you want to stay in tune with it, then Bishop Snow _ on Instagram, Bishop Snow on TikTok. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then Bishop Snow on all streaming platforms.
You go right there, man. And food industry.
Yeah, I'm playing with the idea. I want to get into the food industry. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do first. I mean, I you know, obviously it's trial and error with anything, but you know, that is one of the goals, is to have you know, the clothing industry and the food business next.
Absolutely, though.
Yeah. So
yeah. I mean, like King Little G, bro. A lot of people don't know, bro, but that dude got a restaurant.
Yeah. I mean, if you know, a lot of guys are just you know, very smart with it and doing that. Because I feel like a lot of those definitely I took out of Larry June's book from what I've seen, and even the homie MC Bob from Linwood. He has a hot dog business too. So it's, you know, just seeing him and, you know, all the guys succeed with that. It's just like, you know, obviously I want to do it in my own lane and figure out how I can do something that I enjoy and make that's gonna be, you know, that I can really like push out there. So
everybody, give it up for Bishop Snow. Thank you, dog. Once again,
thank you, man.
Hey, my